can do it here. Swinging a drive. Deep center field. Going back is Scott. And that one is gone. This game is tied at 6. Harden drives in. Harden. And it's rejected by Flag. Flag recovers it. Flag driving. He might go coast to coast. Gives it to Nembhard in the corner. Nembhard for 3. Bang! For 3. Ryan Nembhard makes it a 20-point lead. Hands it off. Rodriguez up the middle. Touchdown, Commanders! Rodriguez with the touchdown run. Chris Rodriguez Jr. straight up the middle. Touchdown! And welcome in everybody to District Nation as we are here live getting ready for the second game of a 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Hello everybody, welcome in. I hope you noticed it's City Connect Saturday, so we got City Connect hat, City Connect jersey. Hope everyone is excited to watch the game with me today. Put your answer in the poll, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help out the stream. Tennis Teller says, hey, what is up? Thanks for tuning in early. So we're about 10 minutes away from first pitch right here. It's going to start at 4:10. That's going to be the first pitch. Hopefully the Nationals and Braves don't get delayed. Yesterday, the Nationals were able to get through about 9 innings of baseball before we started to get extras and the rain started coming down right around extras. So that was the only time when he gave us 9. Or Mother Nature gave us 9. 9 in good innings, and then boom, end in 11th, rain. Go Nats, says Table Tennis Lover. Let's go. We got a Nats fan in here. Washington Nationals are looking to do a little work today. Yesterday, they couldn't quite get the win, so the Nationals, they lost. At the end of 9, they were tied. It was a good game. Tied at 2 at the end of 9 innings. A good 9th inning worked for the Nats, of course. In that 9th inning, it was Varland. Varland comes in the 9th, shuts it down in the 9th inning. He's our closer. I'm going to say it now. I firmly believe it. Varland is our closer. He's our best pitcher in that way. 9th inning, that's all his. Beater, good 8th inning. Just look at Parker an inning, but Parker was the one who gave up the runs. At least, I love Parker and all, but he's just bad in the bullpen. I think he's going to either be a Rochester starter for the rest of his career, traded, or he's going to end up being a backup pitcher for the Nats who comes up and down every so often as a starter, which I think will be Riley Cornelio's role in a few weeks when we start having injuries from pitchers, which I hope we can have no injured pitchers for 162 games. That would be really nice. But that doesn't happen. The Nationals, they ended up getting walked off by Tromp. I believe Tromp hit a single up the middle in the 11th inning that scored White, the pinch runner. He was a pinch hitter in the 10th inning, grounded out. And then in the 11th, he manages to be the extra inning runner, scores. And they had 2 outs too. The Nationals were this close to playing a 12th inning. They had 2 outs after a flyout and a strikeout. Schultz, once again, given the 11th inning. Schultz was given the 12th inning between the Nationals and the Mets. I feel like Schultz has just been thrown into those situations when we're late in the marathon-type games. Schultz has been given the role of get us out of this or end the game right here. It's usually Paxton Schultz. So I think he's going to have to get used to that role. He's going to be the guy who takes the beating. He's going to be the guy who comes out of the pen late in games when it's not too close. What Tanner Rainey was in 2024, that type of role. I think that's going to be Paxton Schultz a little bit this year. I know he probably deserves better. He's a pretty good reliever, but that's going to be his role because we have Varland, who's our 9th inning guy. Beater, who I think is going to end up being our setup man. Rabalta, he technically, I will say this, he did work out of a bases-loaded 1-out jam, but he put himself into that bases-loaded 1-out jam, so you can't really give him the most credit. The Nationals' offense in the 10th, they looked good in the 10th inning. Woods on base, Chaparro draws a walk, Meade flies out to move him, and then Abrams drives him in with a double, and then ends up on third after his own play. And then the 11th inning, 2 strikeouts and a flyout offensively. A runner on second, and it's Lyle, who's a fast runner, and we could not get him past third. I think that if you're going to win games now, if you're going to go in extra innings, if you want to play the next inning, it used to be before the extra inning runner, just stay scoreless, you'll head to another inning. Now, you have to score that 1 run, at least that 1 run if you want to keep playing. If you want to win, you got to score 2 or 3, maybe more, but 1 keeps you in the game. If you're the away team, 1 run keeps you in the game. So it's important to score that run as the road team. And as for the Nats, I really hoped they could score more than just 1 in that inning. They didn't even score it. And we've seen the examples when the road team can't score the run, the home team just comes back and scores the extra run. And that's good for them. Chom saying, whoa, what's this background? Oh, just a cool background, like it behind me. You got all the Nationals themes. I think it's pretty cool. Image behind me. It's a really cool image. Yeah, the Nationals today, the offense is going to need a little help. So Meade and Abrams, 2 runs in the entire 9 innings for the Nats, and both of them being home runs. So 2 runs, and over that period, it was only, let's count here, 9 hits roughly. So 2 home runs of 9 hits. They couldn't really string them together. And to beat a team like the Atlanta Braves, you have to string things together. So if you don't string them together, you're not going to win. And they lost in extra innings. They were walked off in extra innings, 1-run scores. Today, the Nationals will have to come back, and today they put Jake Irvin on the mound against Grant Holmes. And I said it in my pregame show yesterday. Ooh, Chom says, yeah, that's great. Okay, thank you. I really like the background. That's the thing. Today, you face arguably their worst pitcher. So Grant Holmes is your one opportunity to score runs. It's going to be Holmes. Holmes is your opportunity to win, your opportunity to score. It's Holmes. So get after him. Get to him quickly. Uploaded 2 new shorts today. Let's go. So today, you just got to get on Grant Holmes. Grant Holmes, let's look at his stats real quickly. 3-1 with a 3.80. This is your shot. You got to score runs against him because tomorrow a better starter comes up. Because tomorrow in the 4-10 game, you get Martin Perez, who has a 2.85. I think their best pitcher here, the best guy to score runs against, is Grant Holmes. Again, look at some of his starts. 6 innings, no earned runs. 4 innings, 2 earned runs. Then 5 innings, 5 earned runs against Colorado. If Colorado can score runs against this guy, anyone can. That is just my opinion here. If the Nationals want to win, they're going to have to get to Grant Holmes. Grant Holmes is the guy to get against. Today's game, the Nationals will feature Jake Irvin. Jake Irvin, 1-4 with a 5.79. He has been struggling. That is the thing. He has been struggling. He's not finding it. He's pitching to contact a little bit. And hopefully the Nats today these contact plays, they become outs. That would be really good if just contact made becomes outs. And today the Braves hit the ball hard. That's the thing. They are 36-16, and it is not a fluke. They hit the ball hard. They hit home runs. If you're going to pitch to contact, you just got to hope that it doesn't get out of the ballpark. To start the game, you got Acuna Jr., Harris II, and Olsen all in a row. Not what you want Jake Irvin to face in his opener. That's just not what you want to see. Sham says go Walgreens, and that is a Walgreens logo. Well, that's cool with the Walgreens picture. Okay. The Nationals, this is a different logo. This is the City Connect logo. They wear this with the City Connect jerseys. This is the Blueprint jerseys. I really like the Blueprint jersey. So I have a hat for it, and I have this jersey, and of course I also have this City Connect hat from a couple years ago. So I have that as well. I have a few hats, but I just decided this weekend I'd run with this one because it's new. So the Nationals, this weekend, a tough opponent in the Braves. Game 1 they lost. I said in my prediction that it'd be 1 of 3. And I think today is the game you win. Just chances are Foster Griffin doesn't bring his best stuff. He's probably not winning. That's the thing. Foster Griffin, the good thing is he's a lefty, so he can attack the Braves, who is a lefty-heavy lineup. How are the Braves going to attack him, though? Ronald Duffney says, hi, let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Ronald, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, everybody. How about the channel? It looks like we got 100% in the polls for votes. Let's go. Everyone voted the Nats so far. Vote Nats. And it looks like the clouds are over the sky in Atlanta, but looks like we're going to have some baseball. We got about 9 minutes from first pitch. So today, the big thing is attacking the Braves because you got to attack them. If you work into their barrels, if you get stuff off the end of the bats, no reason that Jake Irvin can't beat this team. It's not that he's a bad pitcher. He's a good pitcher. I like Irvin, but he pitches to contact a little bit. N-A-T-S, Nats, Nats, Nats. Looks like you forgot a part that usually goes N-A-T-S, Nats, 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 woo. Forgot the woo. It's the Nationals today. They feature their lineup. Seems pretty normal. The only guy not in the lineup that's usually in there is Jacob Young. Young finds himself on the bench today. Dylan Cruz in his spot. Not usual for the Nationals to sub out a center fielder who's a righty for a center fielder who's a righty. Cruz getting that center field start, and then Lyle on the left, Woods in right. The designated hitter is Jose Tena. Just uploaded 2 shorts featuring some Oriole Magic. So Tena being the DH is probably the reason that the lineup looks a little bit different because Jose Tena is your designated hitter. And then, of course, your outfield is those 3. So you don't have the 4 spots. Usually with Tena not playing, you have 4 outfield spots because Wood can be the DH or Lyle can be the DH. I don't really like Young or Cruz as designated hitter. Young and Cruz that's uses because they're good in the field and they're fast. Wood and Lyle, you can throw them there, but Cruz also needs to find his rhythm in the field a little bit. It hasn't been absolutely great. Maybe find his time a little bit. Here we go. So a few minutes away, we'll get started with our first pitch starting lineups in just a moment. But looking here at the stats real quickly, the Nationals, 25 and 27. They're 11 games back now, so they've slipped a few games back every day so far because the Braves are winning, the Phillies are winning, and the Nationals are not winning. And they are 10 and 16 at home. They're 15 and 11 on the road. So they're still better on the road than they are at home. But of late, they've started to win a little bit at home, they won a couple games at home because they won against the series over the weekend, and then with the week series with the Mets, they tie it. So that's still a tied 4-game series. That's still 2 wins on the road or at home, however you want to see it. For the Nats, it was at home, and they managed to take 2 of 4 at home. So that's 2 wins, 2 losses. Better than 0 wins, 3 losses. I think everyone would rather have 2 wins, 2 losses than 0 wins, 3 losses. Against the NL East, the Nationals have had a good amount of games against them. They've had 18 games now. They're 7 and 11. The Braves are 14 and 4. That means they have lost 4 games against the Marlins, the Phillies, the Nats, or the Mets. 4 games. You could say, they've lost 1 to each of them. I think that may be actually the case because I don't think they've swept any of them. But we'll see. This is the Braves, and the Braves are arguably the best team in the league right now. And I think they are the best team in the league, and they're trying to prove that. They're trying to clinch early, get into the playoffs, and manage to win the playoffs. And I don't think this is a fluke because Strider didn't even start at the beginning of the season. Strider was a little beat up, so I think this is real. The Braves are actually winning, and the Braves might be a World Series contender this year. And on good news of that, we have a team that's going to compete with the Dodgers World Series-wise, finally. We used to think, the Dodgers are going to three-peat because no one can compete with them. Now there's a team that can clearly compete with them. So let's see how the Braves do. I'd like them to win the World Series. The number one team I want to win the World Series is obviously the Nationals. Probably won't happen this year. But the Braves are going to be the one team who could beat the Dodgers in a 7-game series probably. So let's go Braves in that case because they're going to be the ones who have to dethrone the Dodgers. Other words, it's the same case overall. The Dodgers are going to make the NLCS. Maybe it'd be Dodgers-Braves rematch of one before. The Braves can never really sneak into the World Series. That's a problem. They won one a few years ago, but they haven't had too much success since then. Ever since Freddie, they haven't found a rhythm just yet. But now they have a chance. They found something a little bit different. They got Harris II, Acuna, Dubon sometimes in the outfield. You got Albies, Olsen, Riley, all sluggers for this team. And now the Nationals are going to have to find a way to beat them today because the Nationals are a younger team. They don't hit too many home runs. Even though they are high up in the home run rankings, they don't do it often. They do their own thing. They hit bunt, they get hits, they put things together, and that's how they win games, and that's how they score so many runs. So that's just what they do, and that's my opinion, how they're going to win. And just here we go. We're going to get started with the starting lineups and batting order now for this game between the Nationals and the Braves. Starting with Blake Buteris, Washington Nationals, who are 25 and 27, leading off to the right fielder, James Wood. Batting second is going to be Luis Garcia Jr. Garcia Jr. is the first baseman. Batting third is Jose Tena. Tena is the designated hitter. Batting fourth at shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Batting fifth at center field is going to be Dylan Cruz. Batting sixth in left field is Dalen Lyle. Batting seventh is Nasim Nunez. Nunez is going to man second base. Batting eighth is the third baseman, Jorbit Vivas. Vivas is the third baseman. Batting ninth is the catcher, Cabot Ruiz. And on the mound for the Nationals is Jake Irvin. He's 1-4 with a 5.79 ERA. Once again for the Nats, that's Wood, Garcia Jr., Tena, Abrams, Cruz, Lyle, Nunez, Vivas, Ruiz, with Irvin on the mound. For the Atlanta Braves, who are 36 and 16, leading off is going to be the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting second is going to be the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Batting third at first base is going to be Matt Olson. Batting fourth is going to be Ozzie Albies. Albies is manning second base. Batting fifth is going to be the designated hitter, former Nat Dom Smith. Batting sixth is going to be Austin Riley. Riley is the third baseman for the Braves today. Batting seventh is going to be Marcio Dubon. Dubon's the shortstop. Batting eighth is going to be Mike Yastrzemski, the left fielder. And batting ninth is the catcher, Chadwick Trump. And on the mound for the Braves is going to be Clay Holmes. He's 3-1 with a 3.80 ERA. Once again, that's Acuna Jr., Harris II, Olsen, Albee, Smith, Riley, Dubon, Yastrzemski, Tromp, with Holmes on the mound. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch now. So we'll get going here, getting ready. Here we go. Here we go, Nats fans, or whoever you're rooting for. Charge! All right, one more here. One more stat to run down, and that is the umpires in today's game.
Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo!
At home plate is going to be Ron Kolpa. First base, Brock Bayou. At second base is Scott Berry. Third base is Tom Hanhan. The crew chief is behind the plate, Ron Kolpa. Usually you see the crew chief take Sunday for a weekend series behind the plate or whatever finale. Usually they do that. But here Kolpa's going to take game 2. Let's go. We're just a couple minutes from first pitch here. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help out the channel before we even get to first pitch. Here we go. We're at 237, so we gained 1. Thank you so much to that subscriber for hitting that subscribe button. You will not regret it. If you're a Nats fan or any sports fan, we've got a lot of play-by-play coming up. We will be live again tomorrow for something. I believe it's going to be the Nats and maybe one more event. And I got to fix this screen real quickly. It still has the other game up there. So we got to fix it real quickly. I have the wrong game up. So I'm going to fix that. It's Grant Holmes and Jake Irvin for today's matchup. We have it on the wrong ESPN screen here. I'm just going to go ahead and fix this up so you can see the score of the game. Remember, no spoilers in the chat. Let me make the call. No spoilers. ESPN will be ahead of me. I'm almost sure of it that ESPN will be ahead of me. Now they're a little late because it's 4:10 now. We haven't gotten first pitch. So I'll get that time down as it happens. Here we go. Washington Nationals and Atlanta Braves. Grant Holmes has taken the mound to warm up now. He just did too. Pure Drummond Sports says, what's up, District Nation? What's the best way to contact you? Email or Discord? Either way is fine. Pure Drummond Sports, thank you for tuning in. Guys, be sure to check out Pure Adrenaline Sports. Drop your link in the chat. PAS, thanks for tuning in. I think either way, I think email is probably the best way in that case. If you email me, I'll check it quickly, and I'll probably respond quickly as well. That's email. I think I'd respond quicker to email. I could do it very quickly. Discord is going to take me a while to check. Email will be quicker. Thank you for asking me. So if you really have something to ask, go email. Thank you. James Wood's going to lead it off against Holmes, wearing number 66. You don't see too many starting pitchers wear 66, but it is not like football where players have to wear a specific number. 9 games this season with a 3-1 record, a 3.80 ERA, over 47.1 innings, 22 walks, 38 strikeouts, and a 1.27 whip. You have PAS. You can just shoot me an email if you have a question. That is the best way to contact me. Discord, it takes me a minute to check. I just check that daily just to see what's what, but email, I get notifications. So here we go. Holmes is going to bring you a slider, a fastball, a curveball, sinker, changeup, and cutter. His main 2 pitches are the slider and four-seamer. The other ones will complement those two, only a little less used than the others. Grant Holmes has long, brown, curly hair. And that is a dude. Yes, that's Holmes, and he is a man as he steps, comes set at the belt. First pitch to Wood, or that was a wind-up. That was a warm-up. I'm sorry. So we are a little late here. We're going to get started probably a minute late at 4:12 p.m. possibly. Here we go. They got the play ball sign up there. We're going to get started at 4:12 as James Wood steps up to the left side of the plate. We'll be underway here. He's hitting .254, 13 home runs, and 34 RBIs, and 908 OPS. I believe he's a league leader in most of those categories just named besides average due to the fact that he strikes out so much. Holmes comes set at the belt. He waits. First pitch coming to James Wood. Wood takes a fastball that clips the bottom end part of the zone, and we are underway right here at 4:12 p.m., just 2 minutes late. Let's go. Nats wearing their alternate dark blue uniforms with red and white trim as Holmes comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Wood's going to take a cutter that clips the outside part of the zone. It's 0-2. So that one got the outside part. It'd be an 0-2 count. The Braves are wearing their light blue New City Connect jerseys with Atlanta stripped across, red and white trim as well. Here's the 0-2. Low and in ball one with a slider. Almost got away from the catcher Tromp. Nationals are going to have to attack here. Now I'm just noticing this jersey matches the Braves City Connect jersey. I just noticed that. Holmes comes set as clock winds down to 5. He waits. Now the pitch to Wood. Wood swings and grounds this one foul first base side, and Wood 1-2 again. That was a curveball. Yeah, he's going to throw the fastball and the slider most of the time. You'll see the other four, the curveball, or excuse me, cutter, you'll see a little bit curveball maybe. But the fastball slider, that's what you see out of pitchers usually. Especially that's kind of the old-fashioned way, just 2 pitches and everything else complements. The 1-2 to Wood. Wood takes inside with a fastball, and that'll even up the count at 2-2. Just missed the zone there. Looking at the replay, yes, it did. It was just a little inside, so Wood will catch a break. Holmes sets. He'll have another 2-2 pitch. Check swing on a low and outside pitch. Did he go? Yes, says third base umpire Tom Hanahan. Strikeout number 1, and it's swinging, and that's how we get this one underway. So you're going to say he went. Looks like he didn't. I didn't think he went. He barely moved his bat out to get to the outside pitch, but they say he swung, so he is down swinging. James Wood striking out is how we get this one underway. Exact same way we got it started last night, but Wood was looking last night. Here's the first pitch to Louis. Luis Garcia Jr. takes a breaking ball upstairs, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count at 84 miles an hour, so it'll be a 1-0 count now. Holmes sets, and ESPN is ahead of me, so just let me make the call as Holmes sets. Here comes the 1-0 to Garcia. Garcia swings and fouls this one off his foot, and it'll be a 1-1 count. So that makes it a 1-1. Garcia hitting .253 with 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. It'll be a 1-1 here to Garcia. Swing and a miss at a slider, low part of the zone. It'll be a 1-2 count. Grant Holmes once again against the Red Sox on Sunday. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits. No runs, though. 1 walk, 4 K, so really pitching to contact in that game. Here comes the 1-2 to Garcia, low and out with a slider. It'll be 2-2. 2-2, 1 out here. That was an 85-mile-an-hour slider. So we're seeing it early how he's using the other pitches to complement his fastball. He's using his slider often as well. Garcia's wearing a teal. That's a teal belt. Wow. Does not go with the uniform at all. I guess he just likes it. It is not Father's Day yet, Garcia. Here comes the 2-2. Garcia swings and misses at a slider right in the zone at 85 miles an hour. He will be sat down. Strikeout number 2 for Grant Holmes. Or Clay Holmes, excuse me. Clay Holmes. Got to get the name stuck in my head. So 2 strikeouts now for Holmes. Or excuse me, I think it's there's 2 of them, I know that. With that last name, I'll get up the exact name. So it'll be 2 outs now, and Jose Tena to hit for the Nats. Here's the pitch. Tena swings and misses at a cutter inside, and it's 0-1. Just swung right through that one. It is Clay Holmes. Or Grant Holmes. Okay. It's Grant. So it'll be 0-1 here. Here comes the 0-1 to Tena. Tena swings and misses at a slider, low part of the zone, and it's 0-2. Swung through 2 in a row there, and that immediately sends Tena down to 0-2. Wow, just a few guys set down here. So he's working well. Looks like Holmes is coming out electrically. Here comes the 0-2 from Grant Holmes. Swing and a miss at a slider low and in the dirt. And Grant Holmes gets his day underway by striking out the side. He sends down all 3 hitters right away. He strikes out Wood, he strikes out Garcia, and strikes out Tena, all swinging. 3 strikeouts in a row, no hits in the inning, no runners left on base. 3 up, 3 down for Grant Holmes, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. It is Nationals 0, Braves coming up. So 3 strikeouts immediately for Grant Holmes. So we said the offense would need to get going because we are an offensive team. That's not the offense getting going. That is striking out 3 times in a row. It'll be Acuna Jr., Harris II, and Olsen for the Braves in the bottom of the first. The Braves, who are 36-16, they currently lead the NL East in the standings. Bottom 1, it'll be Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna Jr. led off last night as well. To lead off the game last night, he flew out to right. So didn't get it started with a home run or anything. Not trying to curse us in any way or anything, but he didn't lead it off with a home run. Nothing too big. So ESPN is ahead of me. Just let me make the call on all things. Let me give the broadcast. Really just use ESPN as if you're watching and you need something to catch up. That's really all you need, just to catch up. And I'm calling the game, so if you maybe you just leave the tab or just ignore ESPN. So Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to lead it off for the for the Braves here. He's getting ready to go. As he comes by, he stops by and says hello to Ruiz. So to be a righty-righty matchup to get this inning going, though. So it isn't. I'm not too behind ESPN now. Just checked here. So here we go. Acuna steps up. He's playing right field in today's game. Irvin will now into his windup. First pitch to Acuna, and this one is low and out. Ball one with a fastball, and Irvin's day is underway. Jake Irvin has 10 starts this season, a 1-4 record with a 5.79 over 46.2 innings pitched. The word I have with that is wow. Just wow. Here comes the 1-0. Called. Strike one with a sinker. Outside part of the zone, and that evens up the count at 1-1. Got a lot more fans here today, it looks like, because there's not as much threat for rain as there was yesterday as Irvin goes back into the wind. The 1-1 to Acuna. Acuna takes a curveball low and out. Moved his bat a little bit towards it, but they're going to say he didn't go. So that'll make it a 2-1 count. Acuna hitting .254. He has 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Irvin. Of course, he has limited at-bats as well. As Irvin waits for his sign, he goes back into a step-back windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Acuna swings and fouls this one. First base side, and it'll be a 2-2 count. The porch has a good amount of fans out there. A lot of home runs go flying to the porch. Irvin wearing stirrup pants now with the Red Sox. Here comes the 2-2. Just outside with a fastball, and that makes the count 3-2. Acuna wears number 13 on field. Got a lot of different colors there with all his gear. A lot of pink, too. A lot of pink, purple, light purple, all over his body along with the blue jersey. The 3-2. Swing and a miss at a curveball low and out. And Jake Irvin sets down Ronald Acuna Jr. That's the first out of the afternoon for Jake Irvin. He sets down Acuna. Strikeout number 1. Well, that was a dying curveball low and out, and Acuna just reached to try to hit it. Out of the zone a little bit, too. Irvin wasn't afraid to leave the zone on 3-2. A fearless pitcher. So he'll now face Michael Harris II, the lefty up to the plate. Into the wind. First pitch to Harris II. Swing and a miss at another curveball low and in. That one touched the dirt, too. Got low into the dirt, and it's 0-1. 295 average for Harris II, 11 bombs with 29 RBIs. So he obviously has a lot more at-bats than Acuna does. Here comes the 0-1 from Irvin. That's a curveball that bends in the zone, called strike 2 with a 79-mile-an-hour curveball. Goes right back to it, right back into the zone as well. So I'm making an 0-2 count. Irvin will go back to the wind. 0-2. High ball one with a fastball at 95 miles an hour. Got way upstairs with that one. It'll make it a 1-2 count. This will be 1-2. Irvin back into the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. This is going to be to the third baseman. Vivas, who's in the shift on him, fires it to first in time for out number 2. So Nationals were shifted in a lefty shift on Michael Harris II anyway. So Vivas was playing more closer to a shortstop position right there to make the play for out number 2. Field looks like it's been rained on a little bit because it has. So it's a little wet. The dirt has a few spots, but we're good to play. So it's going to be Matt Olson, the first baseman, to hit now. Here's the pitch to Olson from Irvin. Curveball bends in the zone, called strike 1 at 79. Another curveball bends in there. So the Nats are getting the curveball call here at the low part of the zone. Good for Irvin. He's found what he's getting. Irvin will go back into the wind. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Olson. High and out with a fastball, and then it'll even up the count at 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs here. Irvin back to the wind. Here's the pitch to Olson. Swing and a miss at a fastball at 95 miles an hour in the zone, and it's a 1-2 count. Irvin working quickly, 2 up, 2 down so far, but he has 13 pitches. Miles Michaelis was efficient with the pitch count yesterday, being able to go 5 scoreless. Something we almost never see old Meatball do is go scoreless through any amount of innings. Irvin goes back into his wind. Here is the 1-2. Check swing on a fastball high and out. Did he go? They're going to appeal. No, said third base umpire Hanahan. The same Hanahan who just rung up James Wood back in the first, but didn't get the call here for Olsen, the lefty. I don't think he went as far anyway. So it'll be a 2-2 count here. Irvin in the wind. The 2-2. Low and in with a curveball, and that fills up the count to 3-2. So that'll make it 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs. On deck is Albies. Very open stance second baseman over there. He wears a few colors on his body as well with the different gear. Irvin goes in the line. The 3-2 pitch. That is fouled straight back, and we'll do 3-2 again. So 3-2, 2 outs. We'll check on the other matchups coming up around the MLB as we go through this game. So you don't need to leave the tab. We can cover it for you. So it's a 3-2 here. All Irvin has thrown so far is the fastball and the curveball. He's thrown 4 fastballs, then went to 2 curveballs. Irvin, the 3-2 coming, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, third base side foul, and we'll do 3-2 again. Might be because we've seen him a lot, but a few of the ground balls so far have really hit the white part of the infield with the lining. When they line the field, it might have been recently, because you can tell it's very fresh. So it'll be a 3-2 pitch here. Irvin in the wind. The 3-2. Swinging a ground ball, foul, first base side. Almost got himself down the line, but just a hair early. So Irvin saved there. Now he's at 18 pitches. I thought he'd be a little more pitch efficient here, but now he's at 18 pitches. So it'll be 3-2 here. 3-2, 2 outs. Irvin goes and delivers. Inside, ball 4, and Matt Olson's able to draw a walk here with 2 outs. So that ruins Irvin's 2-batter bid for a perfect game. Hey, phase 2 perfect, though. We have something else going here. So it'll be Ozzie Albies to hit now, the second baseman. Thanks to everyone who's already tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, help out the stream. 270 average, 8 bombs for him. First pitch to Albies is inside, ball 1 with a curveball. It's a 1-0 count. Let's go. We already got some likes on the stream. Already at 4 likes. Let's go. So 2 outs. Runner at first is Olsen. Not really a threat to go, but he's got the long legs, so there's a chance he may go. Irvin sets. He has to work out of the set position here now with the runner on. The 1-0 to Albies. Swinging ground ball foul first base line on a 79-mile-an-hour curveball. It'll be a 1-1 count. On deck is the former Nat, Dom Smith. Got a lot of Dom Smith moments to talk about that we can talk about during his debut. Loved Dom Smith. Here comes the 1-1 to Albies. Swinging a foul on the sweeper, and it's 1-2. That one bent inside on him, and he just got a little piece of it, so that'll make it a 1-2 count. So I think the Nats may wear the alternate blues this entire series with the Braves wearing those City Connects and their alts on Friday. I think we're going to get alternates all weekend. Irvin comes set. He waits. Now he goes to the 1-2. Swing! And a miss at a curveball. Low and in. He swung at it. He must have tipped it, though, right into the glove of Keibert Ruiz. Strikeout number 2 for Irvin. And that'll end the inning. 1 walk in the inning. And a man left on base. At the end of 1, it's still the Nationals 0 and the Braves 0 as we head to the second inning. It's going to be Abrams, Cruz, and Lyle for the Nationals in the second. Can Abrams get the offense going? He was the offense yesterday. Him and Curtis Mead were really doing the work yesterday. Can Abrams at least do it today? Can we see Abrams come alive a little bit offensively? So we got a few games going on here. We can check them out at some point during the game. But thanks to everyone who's already tuning in and hanging out. The Nats here in the second, they'll have Abrams, but then they have Cruz, who's still slumping a little bit ever since coming back up to the big leagues. Hasn't had too much success in the bigs, has a couple hits. Lyle, though, very successful in the big leagues. And Lyle, I think, was one of the guys who got called up, then sent down, and then called up again. So He found his success after coming back up from AAA Rochester. People bounce through AAA and Nats a little bit. You'll see it do it a little bit. I think that's what's going to happen to House. He's going to be sent down, little time down there, comes back up and does absolutely great. I could see that happening to House. House will come back and rake soon enough. We will get the House that we saw there in a few weeks consistently. I know we'll see it maybe in a few weeks, maybe a few months, but hopefully it's no more than just 1 year or so. Because I know he's good, because we saw him. He has good potential. He did well last year. He was a rookie last year, so lower standards as well. More just debut standards. Just play as hard as you can. Now he's a little bit more experienced. There's standards. But in that case, Vivas gets the start at third, 10 as the DH. No Curtis Mead in the order today. Kind of disappointed about that. He's been our best offense. Should be the second here. Looks like clouds are over the sky. So Holmes will work a second inning, this time against Abrams. First pitch to Abrams. Abrams takes a fastball low at 91 miles an hour. It's a 1-0 count. Holmes now at 15 pitches. Abrams a 299 average, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs. Top 20 in average, of course, and leader in RBIs, the pitch. Abrams takes a slider, called strike one. That was a little bit low. He will ABS it. So now we'll get an ABS challenge here with a 1-1 count. So it would be overturned to maybe 2-0. Here's the pitch on the ABS. It's low for a ball. Yep. It is low. They show it. We'll see how much it's off by. It is off by 1.3 inches with that slider. So it's a 2-0 count here for Abrams, who obviously had the green light last night with a 3-0. If he throws a ball here, I assume he has it again. Here's the 2-0 to Abrams. Abrams takes a fastball right in there, called strike one, and it's a 2-1 count. Looks like his parents are back at the game once again. They got all happy last game when he had that home run. Looks like the storm clouds are really overlooking the field here. It could happen any minute. The 2-1, and Abrams with a drive down the right field line, but it's well foul, and it'll be a 2-2 count. That was a barrel there, but he was just a day early. I don't see why they sit so high up. Abrams' parents should get behind the plate seats here. The clouds really overlook the field right now. Here comes the 2-2 to Abrams. And Abrams lines this one to right field, and the right fielder, Acuna, slipped, but then he came in to make the catch. So that is out number one here in the second inning. So Abrams lines out to right for out number one. Dan Strong says, "What up, District? What up, Dan?" I hope you're having a good day here. Thanks for tuning in. We got a 0-0 game here in the second between the Nats and the Braves. I think there is a chance we get delayed or something if these clouds become, they let out what they look like they're going to let out. We could be delayed. Holmes sets. First pitch to Cruz. Inside ball one with a fastball. So it looks like the Nationals actually, they're already 1-for-1 with the ABSs today. They haven't failed yet. 188 average for Cruz. Here comes the 1-0 from Holmes. Cruz takes a fastball low, called strike one. Looks like that one was a little low. It'll even the count all up at 1-1. Holmes waits for his sign. He comes set. He works out of the set position as a starter. Here comes the 1-1 to Cruz. Cruz takes a fastball inside, and it'll be a 2-1 count. Now he's thrown the fastball a couple times. I could see the slider right here because those are the two main pitches he has. He waits on his sign. Holmes comes set at the belt. The 2-1 to Dylan Cruz. Cruz takes a slider in there, called strike two. Predicted it there. He'd go back to the slider after going to the fastball a couple times. Now, I bet he goes to one of the complementary pitches, maybe the curveball here. So it'll be a 2-2 here to Dylan Cruz with one out after Abrams lining out. Holmes sets. 2-2 to Cruz. Swing and a miss at a low and out slider. So Holmes goes back to the low and out bread and butter there. Strikeout number 4 for him. So Nationals now are 5 up, 5 down. 4 strikeouts for Holmes. Nationals can't hit him. So it'll be Dalen Lyle now, the left fielder. Finally setting up a lefty against there. But he had Abrams, who was a lefty, and all he could do was line out. Only one to put the ball in play so far, though. It's Holmes. Comes set. He waits. The pitch to Dalen Lyle. Lyle swings and grounds this one foul on a fastball inside and low, but he was early on it, so he was able to get a bat on it. So it'd be 0-1 there after the foul ball. 267 average for Dalen, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs. Holmes waits on his pitch. Now he comes set. The 0-1. And Lyle swings and misses at a fastball up in the zone, and it's 0-2. Holmes once again has 2 strikes on a batter. When you get down to 2 strikes, now you're thinking protect, and this is where Holmes can come at you with a breaking ball that you can't hit because you're trying to protect. Now you got a little wind coming through the field. That cannot be good for weather-wise. The 0-2 from Holmes. So I'm going to foul back, and we'll do 0-2 again. Now, if I'm thinking logistically here, let's just think logistics for a second. Clay Holmes has faced 5 batters. He has struck out 4 of them. He's at 27 pitches. Would it be the worst thing if a little rain came down and he had to be taken out of the game? The 0-2 to Lyle. Low ball 1 with a slider, and it'd be a 1-2 count. If a delay were to happen, that would take out Irvin after an inning or so. But we have Brad Lord. We have Andrew Alvarez. We have Mitchell Parker. This wind is blowing. There are clouds in the sky. This would yank Holmes from the game. They'd have to go to the pen. The 1-2. Swinging a fly ball, hit pretty well to right center. Going back as both outfielders to the track at the wall, and it's off the very top of the wall. Lyle is headed all the way to third. The throw, not in time. And Dalen Lyle has a triple here in the top of the second. Will he do a celebration? No, he does not do the ring celebration, but Dalen Lyle back into September form with a triple off the very top of the wall, and the Nationals are in business here in the top of the second inning. Man, when he hit that, I thought it was either gone, but then I thought, it's Dalen, it's going to be a triple. And it was. Dalen Lyle has himself a triple. So 2 outs now. It's going to be Nunez. Nunez is going to try to bunt. He shows it, but he did go, and it's called strike 1. Or it's went for it, so it's strike 1, technically swinging. But there, someone got to Holmes. There goes the no-hitter for Holmes. The 0-1 to Nunez. And Nunez swings and misses out a slider low out of the zone. It's 0-2. But Dalen Lyle with a triple out of nowhere. 180 I9 net average for Nunez, 15 RBIs. The 0-2 to Nunez. Takes a slider low, ball 1. Lyle did do that with a 2-strike count. He got a pitch he liked and drove it. I love when Dalen gets a hold of a pitch. Dalen Lyle, one of our better hitters. He hit that 105 off the bat. 105.6. Go Dalen. Here comes the 1-2. Nunez swings and grounds this one foul first base side on an 85-mile-an-hour slider. We'll do 1-2 again. So now the rain starts pouring down. We're going to need some new baseballs. The rain is officially, I'd say, pouring. Fans are starting to already leave, heading up to the concourse. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. Looks like we're going to get time called here. And looks like someone's checking the rain. This is getting really bad here. So I will be able to... Here we go to be a 1-2 here from Holmes. The pitch. Called! Strike 3. Nunez wants to challenge it on a pitch outside on the slider, but I think that was a strike. So we'll check on the ABS here. ABS challenge in progress. Nunez already walking off the field, and it is a strike, and Nunez is out looking. Strikeout number 5 for Holmes, and now the rain really starts to come down. 1 hit in the inning, it's a triple, and a man left on base, and now we got some people running off the field, and looks like we might be getting the tarp out here. So 0 put on the board as we head to the bottom of the second. Just emailed you. Think it over when you get a chance and let us know. Okay, I think I will get a chance during this game if we have a rain delay. If we continue playing to the 5th, it'll be Smith, Riley, and Dubon. We will probably play at some point. So it'll be Smith, Riley, and Dubon. But now, Clay Holmes struck out 5 in 2 innings. Once again, really not the worst thing if he has to be yanked from the game. Not the absolute worst thing. So I think MLB would tell us if we're putting a rain delay in any way, but the rain's really starting to come down now. Now if we wait it out, we'll probably just go watch another game. Follow that as we get updates for the game. I'll probably just turn on a different game here. Bottom of the second, we are in rain delay here. So I'm going to get updates from my stream, and then we will head over and watch a different game. We'll put on a different game. I will call it, and if we are postponed, I will watch a little bit more of that game, and I'll set up 2 streams for tomorrow, and we'll be watching 2 streams. I think that works. If that works with everybody, I think that's what we're going to end up doing if there's a postponement. But we do have updates, so we'll wait on our updates. Get what time we start up if we do. if we do start up today, I think Clay Holmes and Jake Irvin's day are over. Irvin technically 1 inning worked, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Holmes, 2 innings worked, 5 strikeouts, 1 hit. So just a little bit on the lines there. So we are in rain delay here. We'll see what we are come up with in the bottom of the second, what they say. So Tarp's onto the field. So what we're going to do here, we're going to switch over to another game as we're in delay. Wait for any updates, anything that comes out. Make sure we know what's up. The Tarp is on the field. I think we're going to be here for a while. So I'm going to put on a different game. Make sure we're good on this side. If anyone has feedback, we'll probably just throw it to another MLB game. I'm going to keep delays, weathers up. Dr. Delay. He's the doctor of delays. We got a lot of fans in the concourse because it's very covered in the Nationals or the Braves concourse. So we're going to head over and watch another game for probably a minute or two. Just make sure we got something going. So they're going to show other games for us at Nationals TV. They're going to show, but we're going to head over to a different game. So I'll keep this app open just for updates. But we will be watching a different game. So we're going to head over, start a different game, if that's okay with everybody. As we are in delay here, we are going to head over. Let's just open up a game. Getting it up now. So we got a 1-1 game. We got the Pirates. Paul Skeens already worked 5 innings. Wow. We got White Sox Giants just getting underway. So I think we're going to head over to White Sox Giants probably. Mariners, Royals going, Mets, Marlins. I'd like something with a dome of some sort. Maybe a game with a dome so they can put the roof up if anything bad goes wrong. We're going to head over. For now, we're going to watch the White Sox and the Giants. That's going to be the game we watch for now. So we got bottom 3 here. A runner on first for the Giants. I'll check updates here. I don't really have a scorebook up, but I'll try my best to figure out what's going on. We got Adrian Hauser on the mound for the Giants. He's pitching to Romo. The pitch is low ball. 1, it's a 1-0 count. Good thing we came mid-AB here. We got a new game up here as we wait for updates. Drew Romo, 178 average, 4 home runs, 7 ribbies. Looks like this rain delay might last a while, but we can watch other games. Hauser sets. Here's the pitch, and that is in there. Called strike 1 to be a 1-1 count. We can head over to this or Skeens. I think we might end up going to Skeens. Looks like Skeens is still on the mound, so we're going to head over there. Get a good game in there. I think everyone would rather watch Skeens than watch the Giants. So I just put that on for everybody and make the call. Because he's still on the mound here. He's going to start working his 6th inning of work. Skeens has runners on first and second now. Wow. I'm curious, how did that happen? How did Skeens let runners on base? So he has runners on first and second here with no one out. Looks like he went, and looks like Skeens gave up 2 singles in a row to Penango and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the pitch now, and that is swung on, fouled back by Sanchez for the Blue Jays. This is going to be Jesus Sanchez for the Blue Jays. We'll throw this game on as we wait. Just throwing this up there. If we do go to delay, we'll end up probably redirecting to someone. The pitch is swung on and missed. It'll be an 0-2 count, so Skeens immediately has 0-2. If we end up getting a postponement, we'll probably redirect over to someone who isn't being postponed right now and just let you guys go with that. But I'm here calling this game until we have any updates. Looks like Johan Ramirez is in the bullpen for the Pirates. He's warming up. Here is the 0-2 no out. Skeens waiting for a sign. He comes set now. The 0-2 to Jesus Sanchez. The pitch. Swinging a foul back, and we'll do 0-2 again. So this is a dome field, so I'm assuming in Toronto, Canada, they have the dome up, just in case. Might as well. So it's like Corbin isn't. Is Corbin done? I love seeing Corbin and Scherzer talk, 2 former Nats out there. Maybe they already took him out after 6 innings of work. He's gone 6-5. Hits 1 run the pitch. Check swing, did he go? No, says third base umpire, and that'll make it a 1-2 count. So we're in a 1-2 count now. So I'm going to probably put up an update on the screen, make sure we're in rain delay. Make sure people know. So it'll be a 1-2 count here with 1 out, with no one out. The 1-2 to Sanchez. Swinging a foul on a pitch inside. putting us into a delay mode here. So to be 1-2 here with no outs, Skeens sets. The 1-2. Inside, ball 2. Almost got Sanchez, but there you go, he's fine. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back, we'll do 2-2 again. So we're in rain delay here. So there you go, the update there. If anyone knows, you can tell people, make sure everyone knows we are in delay. So to be a 2-2 pitch here, Skeens sets. The 2-2. Low and in, ball 3, and that fills up the count to 3-2. So we're going to watch the Pirates-Blue Jays game for now, and then we'll head over to a different game. Probably after this. If we end up getting delayed, then we'll probably just, I don't know what we can really do by that point. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That's to the corner, and it's fair. Right fielder will chase after it. Rounding third, headed to score is Guerrero, and this will score a run. So it's a 2-1 game now. Toronto has the lead. Wow. Toronto with a lead now. So they find a 2-1 lead now. Oh, I need to change that. So now the Pirates find themselves with a lead. So we're just waiting here, getting some updates for the Nationals, make sure we're good there. So now runners at second and third. Maybe this is the end of the day for Skeens after 5 innings. He's working into the 6th, though. That's the thing. If we're postponed, we'll end up ending this stream and heading tomorrow, calling both games probably. That means we'll probably play late into the night then. The pitch, and this is swung on, grounded through the hole in the left field. Left fielder up with it. One man scores. The other stops at third. So that's a hit, and Toronto has a 3-1 lead now. So Toronto Blue Jays able to take a 3-1 lead. So we're still getting updates here. I'll have Truist Park's Instagram up so we can get updates officially. Make sure we know everything. Because I'd like to know what's going on here. So now pitching coach will come out here. That's the manager. Looks like he's going to come out and talk, whoever it is. I don't think it's... And it is the manager. Skeens' day is over. So Paul Skeens' day is over after giving up 3 runs. That's probably what... Looks like they're showing Livy Dunn on screen. Already on her phone. Skeens does not have the best day of his life. So it looks like there's no updates on Truist Park. They don't have really updates or anything on their field. I'd like to have some updates somehow. So here we go. We're in ads here for the Pirates and the Blue Jays game. Are we under a rain delay? We are. The Nats are in a rain delay. What is up, Andres? We're here waiting for any updates by watching this Pirates-Blue Jays game. Looking for updates when I can. I will give any information when I get it. I think we might get postponed because I'm pretty sure it's ending up to go the rest of the day. Thanks for hanging out, Andres. So here we go. We got some updates here on Yahoo Sports. Hang out here while we wait for the Braves to restart. Tarp is on the field, and we are currently in a rain delay. We will provide updates as soon as they're available. That is earlier now on Twitter, so the Braves know we're in rain delay. So trying to get any updates as we go, but we are in delay here. Otherwise, we'll do some Nats talk as well. So, looks like both pitcher starters, no matter how this game goes, both starters' games are over. So, Holmes, 2 innings, 5 strikeouts. You got to applaud Holmes on that. 5 strikeouts, 1 hit, but it was a Dalen Lowe triple. Good for Dalen to grab that triple. Then, of course, for the Braves offense, what is the score of our game so far for our game? They are tied at 0. We are all not at 0. We only got through 1.5 innings. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. The Nationals struck out the side. Grant Holmes struck out the side against the Nats in the top of the first. And then Irvin walks one man, but he ends up striking out 2, gets a ground out. And in the second, a line out, a strikeout, a triple, and then a strikeout looking. Dalen Lyle did hit that triple, but we are in rain delay here. I don't have any updates for now. We just are told that updates are coming. So we will wait, see what updates the Nats get. Ramirez takes the mound for the Pirates. Andres Jimenez will hit for the Blue Jays. Excuse me. I had to figure that out for a second. Here you go, first pitch to Jimenez is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So I'm waiting for any updates from X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it here. I think the best situation, we might get postponed. I think we're going to end up getting postponed. I'll look at the weather here in Atlanta. It's happening a lot over the East Coast, I believe. So here comes the 0-1 Jimenez. He swings and grounds this one right to the shortstop. He can take it to the bag, fires it to first. Double play for the Pirates, but that scores a run, scores Jesus Sanchez. They got a thunderstorm till about 7 p.m. Wow. So it's going to be thundering until 7 p.m. If this game gets rescheduled for a much later night, if it gets rescheduled for like 7 p.m., we will leave and come back at that time. So I will leave, come back, and then I'll just leave the stream on. I will be in the chat, but we'll come back at that time and just come call the game, or I'll just talk through it, whatever we go. Here's the pitch, and that is swung on, grounded foul, and it'll be 0-1. I probably will, at the next half inning, head over to a different stream, try to get some updates for you guys. For someone in Atlanta, I'll probably get some updates, come back with some updates. Here's the pitch, and that is low and out, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. So this is just watching a game as we do this. It's till 6 p.m. This rain will go on. That's the question the Braves people got to ask. Do they really want to do that? Do they want to just wait this out? Or do they just want to say, okay, let's go 7 p.m.? So it looks like the umpire is arguing something with the Pirates manager. He's really audible about it, too. He really wants to make his point relevant. I wonder what is happening here. They're both arguing. Pirates manager and umpire. So trying to log in here, make sure we got it. Looks like we got something going here, an ejection of some sort. So we're going to get an ABS challenge, and that's in there for a strike. So it's overturned. That was what he was all angry about. So I'm going to get the Braves up on X here, trying to find some way to get it going. Just Braves updates or any sort. So I'm going to 0-2 count here. Trying to get some updates. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Just low and out, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. So that makes the count 1-2. So the tarp is on the field is the only update we have so far. We'll wait for any other updates. Trying to find any updates I can, everybody. Looks like the Pirates manager was just ejected. Now he's running out to talk about this or something. Someone's been ejected. I don't believe it's the manager, though, because he just came out to talk about it. I have no idea who's being ejected right here, but who knows? Trying to get some updates here. So I think it's the manager got ejected for the Pirates. He's very angry here about the umpiring from the home plate umpire. So that's what this audible anger is about. Looks like Skeens does not look happy either after his 4 earned run outing. So we're on rain delay here, everybody. If you're a Nats fan and tuning in with us, we are in rain delay currently. So over here watching this other game, just waiting for our game to get underway. Any updates, anything. We're checking X, checking social media. Make sure I can get you the best updates I can. Find anything. I haven't really found anything. So I'm probably going to go ask another streamer if what's going on there. I'll probably get some updates from him, try to figure out what's going on here. But we also got this game going on right now. But I'm trying to figure out any information I can. Thanks to everyone who's waiting out the rain delay with us. Probably going to take a break here in a minute. Here's the pitch, and that's low and out. It's a 2-2 count now. Thanks to everyone who's just hanging out. I'll get you as many updates as possible. In between, we'll probably just do some Nats talk of some sort. Maybe if this is postponed, we'll just throw it to someone else, let them take you with another game. But here's the 1-2-2. Swung on and missed on a low and out breaking ball there. First strikeout for Ramirez, and he gets out of a jam. But the Pirates give up 4, so Fisher's going to come out of the bullpen for the Blue Jays. So Patrick Corbin's day is over. That's sad. I liked Patrick Corbin in a Nats jersey. But 4 runs on the board for the Blue Jays. They're going to go to the bullpen. So we have this game on just for now. Yeah, so now we can just start thinking about some other things here, help you out. So in the bottom of the second we are in, Dom Smith is going to hit for the Braves when we come back. It's going to be Smith, Riley, and Dubon. Those are your 3 hitters in the bottom of the second. And I think Irvin's day is over here. So now we got to start thinking who can come in to the game. I mean, obviously, probably Brett. It's going to be Alvarez, Lord, or Parker. Someone has to be up warming right now if anything goes bad. One of these 3 guys has to be up throwing or something because they're going to get work today. Heck, we might need 2 of them. So we still got no updates here from the Braves. Nothing going on. All we have is just some likes, but I'm going to make sure to repost that so everyone on X understands what's going on. But we're just here waiting, trying to get a score here. Maybe any updates we can. Nothing so far. I'm looking as hard as I can to, everybody. I'm trying to find any updates, anything at all. Nothing so far, just tarps on the field. I go to Nats TV, try to get an update, but they're just showing around the house with the MLB, with what we do. So we're going top 7, excuse me. Just watching this game in the background, just to make sure we know anything. Rain's still coming down. It's going to come down till 6 probably. I wonder what they might reassign the starting time to. Looks like there's going to be a Dylan Cease bobblehead for the Blue Jays. That looks cool. A Dylan Cease bobblehead. So I have no idea when our game is going to start back up. We're right here if anyone's wondering. You know what? Since we have time, might as well here. No one else is really calling it. We're calling this game. For now, is the Rochester game going on? Yes, they are. We're going to find the Rochester feed here. Maybe get that up for now. Coming set, new pitcher on there for the Blue Jays. Low and out ball 1. So this is what we do in Nationals Park when there's a rain delay. I'm going to throw it over to a minor league game. So I'm going to throw it over here. Just as a backup game here that you can watch. There you go. So we're going to turn on a different game here. Get the Rochester Red Wings game up. So I'm trying to get this game up here. Trying to get the Red Wings game up so we can watch that game. This is the only minor league game going on for the Nats. So since I'm a Nats fan, here we go. So I just saw that ground out that's on screen. They say he's out. So the Red Wings, that is the Red Wings who just got out of that jam. So they're going to hit in the 5th inning. The Red Wings seem to have a 2-0 lead. So this is what we're going to call for now. I'm going to quickly throw it in the chat that there's a rain delay. But so everyone knows, we are in rain delay, everybody, if you're just joining us. We're in rain delay for the Washington Nationals and Atlanta Braves game. We will be back any moment here, but for now we're going to call the Rochester Red Wings game. Make sure everyone knows. So we're just here following for updates. So it looks like the Nats are still winning the poll. Let's go. So the message is now pinned for anybody. Nats game is in delay here. Any updates, I'll try to find it. If anything is going on, I'll look for it. I have X up right here, so I'm trying to get us some updates, maybe a game time. I don't think we're going to get it, but might as well look. I mean, what's the harm in looking? I think we might get postponed. That is my opinion honestly, I think this is going to be a postpone. And if they're postponed, we come back tomorrow and we'll be on. I was planning on streaming the game tomorrow anyway. But here you go. I'm just going to put that right here so people know. There you go. Can probably move Ninja Chat up too so everyone can see. Maybe right here. Yeah, right there should work so everyone knows we are in delay. There you go. So now we're just watching this game, getting ready. So I'm going to leave that there. You could still see the pitches on screen. There you go. We're watching the Red Wings game. MLB is very ahead of me here because minor league baseball, their streams are different for some reason on screen. So we're just watching this game for now. I'll get some updates, get a score up, make sure I know what's going on. This game is in Massachusetts, so it's near Fitzy's Red Sox. Here we go. First pitch is low and in. Ball one with a 68-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Wow. That is Sam Soin on the mound for the Worcester Woo Sox, I believe they're called. This is the Woo Sox and the Red Wings. Here comes the 1-0. This is Pickney up to the plate. The pitch is low. It'll be a 2-0 count. Just a little low and in, so it'll be 2-0 now. Andrew Pickney up to the plate. On deck is going to be Seaver King, so we'll get a look at Seaver today. Here's the pitch. It is in there, called strike one. It's a 2-1 count. This will be 2-1. I will leave this on screen for anybody. When I take a break, I'll take a quick break. Pickney hitting .268, 6 home runs, 31 ribbies. Here comes the 2-1 to Pickney. It is in there, called strike two, and it's a 2-2 count. Just a reminder, guys, we are in delay right now, so staying right here. If we get postponed, I'll redirect you, but for now we're watching Red Wings baseball, so stay right here. This will be a 2-2 here. Sam Soin. Is that Samson? Samson. We'll go into the wind. Over the head. The 2-2 from the lefty. Low and out. Ball 3. Pickney takes it. So that fills up the count. It's a 77-mile-an-hour breaking ball. This guy is a slow thrower here. Looks like Massachusetts. They got a filled ballpark here in Worcester. The 3-2. Pickney takes inside. Ball 4. He's going to take a walk here. So Pickney's on first with no one out. So that'll bring up Seaver King. Seaver King up to the plate. Looks like we got some trivia on the screen. In the movie Bull Durham, what was the team's motto? Wow. I've never seen Bull Durham, so I don't know that motto. They're just asking that question. It'll be Seaver King, a righty, to face the lefty. The pitch is swung on, grounded, foul, and it'll be 0-1. So trying to get some updates here, find anything for us. Looks like they called it the greatest show on dirt. Oh, come on. That's the College World Series motto. So now Seaver King hits with an 0-1 count. Into the wind, here is the pitch. High ball 1, and it makes it a 1-1 count. So that evens it up. 58 pitches now for the starter, Samson. Here in the 5th inning, I believe he was the starter. That means he's working efficiently, too, if he's at that many pitches in the 5th inning. Here comes the 1-1. He'll go over to first. Back in safely without a dive is Pickney. This is minor league baseball, though. Watching minor league baseball is really fun. So it'll be 1-1. Here comes the pitch to Seaver King, former first-round pick in 2024. He swings and lines this one in left center field. That's going to plug the gap. This one will get all the way to the wall. Pickney around second, headed for third. Pickney's going to score, and he is safe without a dive. Seaver King drives in 1, and the Red Wings have a 3-0 lead in the top of the 5th. The Red Wings able to grab one more on the board, so it's 3-0. Pickney scores all the way from first from that double in the gap. That was a pitch that was really just kind of high in the zone, and Seaver took that one to the gap. Really good swing there. Just plugs the gap, and it rolls all the way to the wall. King gets a double out of it, and then Red Wings take a 3-0 lead. Coming set at the belt is Samson. The pitch now, and it's Riley Adams. It's inside ball 1. Former Nat Riley Adams was the backup catcher last year with the team. Here comes the pitch, and Riley swings and drives this one pretty well out to left field. Going back as left fielder, he'll make the catch, though. King is not going to advance up to third, so that's out number 1 in the inning. Good swing there by Riley Adams, but he can't get anything out of it. So now we'll see the leadoff hitter for this Red Wings squad is out number 1 here, top 5. We are in rain delay, everybody. We'll get you some updates as they go. I don't really need to talk too much into detail about this, so I can really talk about the game as well. And that's in general, so if anyone has any questions, any just questions in general you want to learn about, we can talk about that too. Now, first pitch is swung on, line to right field. Right fielder will make a catch, though. It's Philip Glasser in the leadoff spot. And Seaver King does not go anywhere. So that's out number 2, does not move the runner. So that's 2 outs now. The Nationals really, wow. We can talk about a lot here in this delay in between while I just watch this game. Man, the Nationals, though, if they want to win this game today or tomorrow, whenever they end up playing it, they're going to need their offense to get going. Their offense is important in a little time. I'd really like this offense to work hard. This team is such a good team, too. They're a good offense. They work hard. I'd love to see what they can do. This is fouled off, and it's 0-1. But this Nationals offense, they're a fun team to watch. If you've watched a lot of Nationals baseball, you know what I'm talking about. They've been a good team. They've been hitting a lot. The Nationals have been good hitters. Christian Franklin up to the plate, 272. 3 home runs, 12 ribbies. Samson sets. Here's the pitch to him, and he swings and fouls this one off. So to be 0-2. In Nationals, it's just the offense. I really like watching their offense. The bullpen just needs some work. That is the one thing. This bullpen just needs to work harder. The Nationals bullpen, you don't have much there. There's not too much depth. Today, we're going to have to see him work a little bit. Here comes the 0-2, and that is high ball 1, and it'll be a 1-2 count. I will take a break here in just a moment. I will be back, though. This screen does not mean I'm leaving till game time. I'm going to take a moment, head upstairs for just a second, updates, grab anything I need, get down here, and we'll have more rain delay updates calling this Red Wings game. Here comes the 1-2, just high ball 2, and that evens up the count at 2-2. Anything from X? Not yet. Looks like nothing yet. Here's the pitch, and this one is grounded up the middle. He makes a nice play, goes to first in time to get a runner. So we still got rain delay. Some people saying, like, why in the heck did they start this game? Not the Braves, too, with the rain delay. So we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a moment. Ultimate Sports Network says hello. What's up, USN? So I'm going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a moment to come back with the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back in just a minute. What's up, Ultimate Sports? Thanks for tuning in. We got a rain delay here for the Nats and the Braves. So I'm watching some AAA baseball while we wait. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh, Ultimate Sports Network. Oh, nothing much, just graduated. That's awesome. Good job on the graduation. So here we go. We're back. It's bottom 5. Not really following this game too closely here. Waiting for the Nats game to get started in the wind. The pitcher from Kent. Swung and fouled off. But I have the updates there. Not going to really call it too closely. Not going to give too much color on it. Just talking about the game. Looking for updates. That's the most important part. Looking for updates. Trying to find anything we can on this Nats-Braves game. So the Braves, I'm following them on X. Barring any further changes in the weather, today's game will resume at 5:15 p.m. Okay. So this game is going to get back underway. Barring any further changes in the weather. So it looks like we're going to be going in about 7 minutes. Let's go. So we're going to have baseball back. So we are still in delay, but we're going to be back at 5:15. So move this down, but we're going to be back at 5:15, everybody. Let's go. We're going to be back at 5:15. So we'll head over and swing it over there. Let's go. This is good news, as this one's hit out to left center. So we're going to be no longer in delay, but I'll keep it up there just in case we get into delay more. Yeah, Dofu, what I usually use, is no longer working, apparently. Oh, might need to invest in MLB TV, my friend, or just MILB TV so you can get minor league games. But putting up the Nats stream now, looks like we're going to get underway in about 7 minutes. So we're going to be back in just a minute. We're going to be back with baseball. We're going to be back with our main game. So now the pitchers are probably going to be out of this game. I think the pitchers are going to be out of this game. So I got to adjust this so it's in the middle. There we go. Now it's in the middle of the screen. We're going to be back at 5:15, the screen said. That is good news. So let's go. We're going to be back at 5:15. But good. Congratulations on the graduation. Congratulations on the graduations. So status change, still rain here going. But I think we're going to be back 5:15. They have a picture of it. But hopefully we're back on time. Hopefully we're back at 5:15. So I think we're going to have to go to the bullpen here as we go to the bottom of the second. We might need to go back to the pen. See, so now I think we're just going to throw it to Lord probably. I mean, what else could you do here? They still have approximately 5:15, so about 5 minutes to go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in with us, waiting it out. Waiting for time to happen. Let's go. So we got about 5 minutes to go. The Nationals will have to face Smith, Riley, and Dubon for the Nationals. Let's check in here something. So we're going to get going in about 5 minutes now. Let's go. Finally back for some baseball. So Nats TV now, probably just get YouTube TV so I can cover football. Oh, that's good. But football is going to be important, so just responding real quickly to PAS. But here we go, getting ready for this game. So now the Nationals are going to have to focus up, score some runs after rain. There is still thunder apparently there, but I think we're going to play through it. And we're now 4 minutes away. So we're going to get going soon. My Guards have won 7 in a row. Let's go. That's good. The Guardians have won 7 in a row. Looks like we can go through some scores real quickly. So it looks like MLB saying we're 5:15 as well. So we are going to be ready at 5:15. We're still in delay mode, but now we're about 2 minutes away. Start for roughly 5:15. We'll check on some other scores real quickly. The Blue Jays have a 5-1 lead over the Pirates. The Giants beating the White Sox 3-0. Royals beating the Mariners 4-0. The Twins beating the Red Sox 2-0. The Marlins have a 3-0 lead over the Mets. Some games were delayed. Guardians and Phillies delayed. But the Cardinals Reds are going to get underway at 7:05 or 7:15. Dodgers Brewers at 7:15. Athletics Padres at 9:40. 10:05 Rangers Athletics. 10:10 Rockies D-backs. Cardinals Reds game already ended 8-1 win. The Rays and Yankees were postponed, and the 3-0 win for the Astros over the Cubs. And the Tigers and Orioles were postponed. So that's everything going around the MLB. We're going to be out of rain delay. Only thing is I have over 100 a month in TV subscriptions. Unfortunately, oof, that's a lot. I just have MLB and then a couple more, but usually the games I watch, especially Commanders, are local, and then football, CBS Sports Network. So there we go. So we're getting ready to go here. It's still in weather delay, but we're about a minute away from the start now, the projected start time. So I can probably take this off in just a minute that says Nats and rain delay, but we're ready to go in just a minute. Bottom two, is there going to be a pitching change for the Nats is my question. I don't think Irvin should sit for 40 minutes out of rain and then immediately start pitching again. I don't see him doing that. So it's now 5:15. YouTube TV is 80-some, and the Prime is about 10, and so is Peacock. Looks like they're showing the quick montage of them taking the tarp off the field. Looks like the field should be ready to go in a second. My question is, are we going to keep playing with the same pitchers? And it looks like Irvin's going to go back out there. So he must have been in the bullpen throwing simulated pitches or some sort, something to just keep him going. Irvin will come out for a second inning of work because we're going to get underway here in just a minute with more play. Here we go. We're getting underway with the Nats game once again. So we head to the second inning. So here we go. He's warming up, getting ready to go. So I have my message unpinned there. We're underway here. We're going to get underway in just a minute. Nationals fans, we're back after a short wait with the bottom of the second inning. Irvin threw 23 pitches in the first, but I'm assuming to his head he's thrown more because he probably did some sort of simulated innings of some sort during that time in the bullpen, maybe just doing something he gave up. He has so far 4 guys, and he hasn't given up a certain thing yet. So here we go. Jake Irvin will step onto the rubber. So last night, the pitchers used were Lovelady, Parker, Beater, Varlin, Rabalta, and Schultz. So all those guys were used yesterday, so I have no idea who can be used tonight, because tonight's going to be a bullpen game. I think, now we can say tonight because it's 5:15, but I think today's game is going to be a bullpen game now because Irvin is only going to have maybe 1 or 2 innings to go. So Butera's going to have to get creative here. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's $1,200 or $1,300 a year. All right. So here we go. Butera and the Nats will start this game up again. Irvin will face Dom Smith to get underway. We're 0-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Here we go for play-by-play right here on District Nation. Let's get going. We watched a little bit of the Red Wings game and maybe some of the Pirates-Blue Jays game, but we're back right here with the Nats game. We'll be back tomorrow as well. Excited to call games all weekend. Was able to call all 3, and then, of course, we'll have all the different events that we cover usually. Do have Memorial Day off, so I'm probably going to do something Sunday night, maybe some event, maybe the NBA game, or we'll cover Sunday Night Baseball. Whichever one people want more. I'll put out a poll at some point probably. As Irvin, now Ruiz going to have a quickly thing. Ruiz has a problem here. I think it's with the pitch comm, or he needs a new glove. Looks like he is going to need a new pitch comm device to put on. He didn't even have it on his knee. The pitch collar was not on there. Just waiting for my Cavs game tonight on 8 on ABC. You should watch that then. You should call that game, USN. If it's on ABC, you should just call that. And then get the stream up again. Irvin will go back to work here. In the second inning, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. 5:18, a few minutes late. Here we go. First pitch from Irvin is low, ball one, and we're underway right back here at Truist Park in the bottom of the second inning. After a short rain delay, we're back with more baseball as Dom Smith will face Jake Irvin. Irvin into the wind. Here comes the 1-0 to Dom. Smith takes a fastball in there called strike one. Dom Smith, as said before, he's former Nat. He will go to work here. Bottom two to face Irvin. Irvin into the wind. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. The dunks and sinks into the bottom part of the zone. Smith swung through it, so it'll be a 1-2 count. On deck is Austin Riley, third baseman. In the hole is Marcio Dubon, the shortstop in today's game. So how's it going to feel for the pitcher Grant Holmes, too? Already went 2. Irvin waiting into the wind. 1-2. Swing and a miss at a low and inside curveball. Strikeout number 3 for Jake Irvin, and the first batter after the delay is a strikeout. Jake Irvin sets him down on 4 pitches. Half sick today, so I don't know. Yeah. So now there's 1 out here. It'll be Austin Riley, the third baseman for the Braves. From the right side, it'll be a righty-righty matchup. 221, 8 home runs for the Braves. Here the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Deep left field towards the corner. Lyle going to the corner. And he makes the catch into the corner. Dalen Lyle with a nice catch. Headed to the corner of the field. And he somehow makes the catch into the corner. What a play by Dalen Lyle. Dalen Lyle running towards the corner. Makes the catch as he's falling towards the corner of the field. Almost into the wall. So that's out number 2. Here to see the Nats win. I've never seen them win. Well, maybe you'll see it today. The pitch is swung on, fouled back by Dubon, and it's 0-1. We had a rain delay, common sense. We had a short rain delay. So it's 0-1, 2 outs now. Lyle makes a nice catch as Irvin goes back into the line to face the open stance Dubon. The pitch. Dubon swings and fouls this one back first base side, and it'll be 0-2. It's 3:35 to left field at Truist Park. It's been 0-2 here. Some of the fans back out on the field. After that short spurt of rain, they're back playing more baseball. As Irvin will go back to the wind. 0-2. Low and out, ball 1 with a curveball to make it a 1-2 count. So 1-2, 2 outs. Irvin waits. Doesn't like the pitch he just got. Now he shook off. Now going to the wind. The 1-2. Way outside with a curveball. Or just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. 269 average for Dubon. He's been a good hitter. He was effective in that win yesterday for the Braves. It'd be nice for the Nationals to take advantage of these sleeping Braves after the delay. Maybe jump on them quickly. 2-2. Low and out with another curveball. Trying to get him to chase, but he won't bite. When did the game resume? What is up, Dan? Welcome back. We started at approximately 5:18. I think that was the time. We started at 5:18, so we're about 4 minutes in. 2 quick outs for the Nationals. Irvin, the 3-2. Called strike 3 with a sinker right up in the zone. Strikeout number 4 for Jake Irvin, and a 1-2-3 inning completed after the delay. So the delay started in the top of the second. We went to the bottom, and Jake Irvin going right back to work with 2 strikeouts. And we'll head to the third. So no runs, no hits, no runners left on base. We'll head to the third. It is still the Nationals 0, Braves 0. A long second inning. A very long second inning. We'll head to the third. It's going to be Vivas, Ruiz, and Wood. We'll see if Wood's ready after that delay, and if Grant Holmes even comes back out for a third inning of work. Making the Braves work into their bullpen would be really good, because yesterday they used Fuentes, Suarez, Iglesias, Lee, and Kinley. So they used 5 guys out of the bullpen. It would be really nice if the Nationals could get into Holmes, if he goes back out for a third, could get to him quickly, get him taken out of this game, and make the Braves actually have to work, and maybe put him into a situation the Nats were in where they actually have to work harder. There was that situation where, and Holmes will be out there for a third inning of work. I think both pitchers are not going to have gems here where they're going longer than 4 or 5 innings. Probably not going to have the longest outings of their life. We'll head to top of the third. Vivas will lead it off for the Nats in the third. That'll be Cabert. I like that Cabert's in the 9-hole, not because he's a not good hitter. I like having a power guy down there because there's not too much power down there. Nunez, Vivas, and last night it was Young, Nunez, Vivas. I think there were 3 guys down there. No power. Now Ruiz adds a little pop to the order down there. Having a guy down there with a little pop is really helpful. I think having a guy down there can really affect the game in its own little way if you're down there and you have pop. I think that's important. So now, here we go to be Jorbit Vivas to hit. Here's the pitch from Holmes to Vivas. Vivas takes a fastball down low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for waiting through the rain delay with me, with those who stayed in the stream. Looks like the grass is still a little wet. There's still some lingering clouds, but they took care of the field. Here's the pitch, and that is outside and low, ball 2 to be a 2-0 count. So you got a few people in the chat. Be sure to like and subscribe. Here's the 2-0. And Vivas swings and grounds this one. Second baseman Albies, and it's off his glove in a center field. Vivas takes a wide turnaround first, back in, but Jorbit Vivas has something up the middle that puts him on first. We'll see if he's given a single. They're going to give him a single here. So he singles up the middle for a knock. Just right up the middle for a hit. So Vivas will get his lead away from first. It'll be Cabert Ruiz to face Grant Holmes. Here we go. It'll be Ruiz hitting .260. Lately coming on with the average. Here's the pitch to Ruiz. First pitch, and he blasts this one to right field. Into the corners, Acuna, and it's off the wall. Acuna will play it off the wall. He couldn't even get to it. Vivas around second, headed to third. And that's Ruiz in a second. And there's runners in scoring position with no one out. Cabert Ruiz doubles off the wall. So Acuna looked up at that one like it was gone and then went off the very top of the wall. And he couldn't field it off the wall. He had to let the center fielder field it off the wall because he was so low under the fence. It went off the brick part of the wall, and Acuna kind of had to shelter his head a little bit. So he let the other guy field it who headed over. And Vivas couldn't advance too much. Now he's only at third. So no outs and runners in scoring position for James Wood, the RBI machine. The pitch to Wood. Wood takes a curveball at 81 miles an hour down low, ball 1. So the Nationals are energized. The Braves are not. Let's take advantage of this. The Nats want to go to work. The Braves do not. Holmes comes set. Here comes the 1-0 to James Wood. Wood takes a fastball inside. It'll be a 2-0 count. The Nats have 1 ABS challenge remaining. The Braves have 2. Remember, this isn't a new game. We're still in the same game, and we're top 3 here. Here comes the 2-0 to Wood. Wood takes inside, ball 3 with a cutter. Now with runners at second and third, no outs, does James Wood have the green light on 3-0? We'll see right here on this pitch if he has the green light. Holmes sets the 3-0. In there, called strike 1 with a cutter, and that makes the count 3-1. So we have 3-1 here. Now he would have the green light because this is sitting fastball count. Holmes gets his sign. He comes set. Here comes the 3-1. It is low and in, ball 4, and James Wood walking loads the bases for Luis Garcia Jr. So runners now at first, second, and third. Bases are loaded, and it'll be Louis to hit. So Louis up to the plate talking to the umpires. There's a mound visit here from the Braves pitching coach. We got a mound visit. Just talking here. Or it's just the catcher, actually. No pitching coach. But the bases are loaded with no outs. .252 average for Louis. 3 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Just a single here would be nice. Anything here that gets that runner from third home. Anything like that makes me happy. Anything of that sort. Louis with the great bases loaded, hitting .295 with his 44 ABs. No grannies just yet. The pitch. It is outside with a slider at 86. It's a 1-0 count. Did he just challenge that? No way. That was outside. That was outside with the slider, ball 1, but catcher Tromp wants to challenge it. And we're going to look at it. And it is a ball. So the Braves lose a challenge. That challenge is wrong. The call is confirmed. It is a ball. It was off by .6 inches. So now Louis has a 1-0 count here. Luis Garcia Jr. Here comes the 1-0 to Garcia. Garcia swings and grounds this one right back to home. So go to first with it. In time, now they'll go to first. Double play. So he went home and then first. Excuse me. So it was 1, 2, 3 double play. You don't see that one a lot. Just 1, 2, 3. Garcia can't drive in the run, and that'll bring up Jose Tena. 1, 2, 3 for the double play. That moves Ruiz up to third, sends Wood to second, but the 1, 2, 3 double play makes it 2 outs now with runners at second and third. Home sets. He'll face Tena now. You don't really want to lose a bases loaded, no out opportunity, though. Here's the pitch to Tena. Tena takes a slider in there, called strike 1, and it's an 0-1 count. So it's 0-1, 2 outs here. Here's the pitch to Tena. Swinging a foul ball straight back, and we'll do 0-2 now. Just chop that one back, and it'll be 0-2. 0-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded, no outs to no runs is going to be really annoying if that somehow happens. That's annoying. Here's the 0-2. Tena swings and misses at a slider low. The Nationals just blew a bases loaded, no out situation. No runs from bases loaded, no outs. Curly W expresses here. He says, Nationals keep losing games they should have won. Yeah, they were playing a lot of games like that. And here we go. Thanks for tuning in, Curly W. Wow, strikeout number 6. And he strands the bases loaded. 2 men left on base. He had bases loaded, no outs. And somehow Grant Holmes escapes the jam. That's good work after getting the double play and the strikeout. But Nationals, man. Bases loaded, no outs. You got to score some runs there. It's a shame that they didn't, man. They should have scored runs there. That is really annoying there. They should have scored some runs. Just anything to get some runs. Well, don't say that yet. Don't say that yet, because anything can happen. I think the Nationals are doing well. Exactly. I like this answer because they're not cashing in on their chances. Bases loaded, no outs. At that point, bunt, man. Just bunt. Put it down the third base line. Have the runner score. Grounding back to the pitcher was the one thing he didn't do because it made an opportunity for the 1, 2, 3 double play. So we come up for the third. It's going to be Yastrzemski, Tromp, and Acuna for the third. I wonder if Irvin stays in. 2 hits in the inning. No errors. 2 runners left on base, and it's still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Yastrzemski's going to lead it off. Yastrzemski got a pinch hit opportunity yesterday. That's all he's really had, though, in recent times. So we'll see if Irvin steps out there. During the rain delay, he was probably throwing a simulated bullpen, something to keep his bones moving, just to keep him warm. Anything to do that for him. That was probably the only things he could do. So now it'll be Yastrzemski to face Irvin here in the bottom of the third. Irvin will face a lefty here in Yastrzemski. First pitch to Mike. And this is going to be in there, called strike 1 with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Up in the zone at 0-1. So today was Irvin's 100th career start. Let's go, Irvin. Let's go. He's been here for a while now. Irvin in the line, the 0-1. And his high ball 1, it's a 1-1 count. You got to admit, Irvin's been our most healthy pitcher through the past few years because Gore came over. He started in AAA when he got traded over. Irvin in 2023 debuted. Nothing's happened to him since. Here comes the 1-1. Way outside with a curveball. It's a 2-1 count. Came out of his arm and it went swinging the other way. So it'll be a 2-1 count here. It's 2-1. Irvin will go back into the wind. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow left coming in Lyle. It's going to be Dalen Lyle under it, shielding from the sun, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Shielding from the sun for out number 1. Nice little rhyme there. Painful when you have the bases loaded. Yeah, we had the bases loaded, no outs, and we couldn't get any runs out of it. So now that'll bring up Tromp, the catcher. Chadwick Tromp had that walk-off yesterday. 4 for 7 his time in the bigs. 2 ribbies, the pitch. It is in there. Called strike 1 with a fastball. It's an 0-1 count. Goes right after him with that fastball. So it'll be 0-1 here. 39 pitches for Irvin. Does he stay in for longer than 3-4 innings in this game? Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a curveball, low and out, and it's 0-2. Irvin's going right back to work. Irvin in the wind. The 0-2. Low and out with a curveball. It's a 1-2 count. So 1-2, 1 out. Irvin waits on his sign. He goes back into the windup. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Tromp. Swinging a fly ball. This one is on the infield. Coming in is first baseman Garcia. Garcia's under it. He makes the catch for out number 2. Sounds like the Nats to me. Well, no, not to me, though. The Nats have been a really good offense this year. The Nats have been really good. I really like what they have put together as an offense. The past few games, they've been a little cold, but they were red hot to start, and that's how they've been doing it for 2 months now. So I believe in them. I believe that they'll get right back on track to what they were doing, because right now they're very good. Sending Brady House down was a bad move. Well, Brady House, he was struggling a little bit offensively as the first pitch to Acuna is going to be outside for a ball with the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Sending House down, I wouldn't say was a bad move. He was struggling hitting-wise. But at the same time, I wanted him to stay up, give him some time to figure it out the big league level. But at the same time, we're in not a winning situation, but we also had 2 other third basemen and a guy who's going to play third now in Curtis Mead. Here's the 1-0 to Acuna. It is outside ball 2 with a sinker. It's a 2-0 count. Irvin. The first 9 were 0 for 8 with a walk. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss at a curveball at 79. It's a 2-1 count. I want to say that again. The first hitters through the order were 0 for 8 with a walk. So, something here. Like your enthusiasm. Thank you. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss at a sinker. And it's 2-2. Able to locate that one and get him to swing through it. So it's 2-2 now with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes! Rung up. He wasn't going, but he gets rung up. Strikeout number 5 for Irvin through 3 innings. A 1-2-3 inning in the third. Strikeout number 5. Ronald Acuna Jr. is rung up on that fastball in the zone. Through 3 innings, it's 0-0. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. So now another guy set down. First 10 hitters, all they've gotten is a walk so far. So Jake Irvin's having a good day. Sending House down was not a bad move. He was offensively challenged. Well, he was hitting home runs. He was a good 3 hitter, but he struggled average-wise. That was the thing. His average was not as good as a big leaguer should be at a big league level. So he didn't do that well. So that's just the one thing. He hit home runs. He had power. He had pop in the bat, but nothing really else. We need this win. Yeah, 2 in a row lost because you take the last one of the Mets series, you lose that one, and then you come in here and lose. It'd be nice to get a win today. And it looks like Irvin's trying to help the Nats get a win here after that delay. He's going to work. We'll head to the fourth. It'll be Abrams, Cruz, and Lyle for the Nats. Those three guys will try to get the offense going in the fourth. Just offense here. That's all we need now because Irvin looks like he's doing well so far. So we'll head to the fourth thing. I hope everyone likes the City Connect jersey. With the hat, too. Got the hat recently. So we'll head to the fourth. Abrams is the guy, if you want to get something going, started with CJ. Remember, ESPN is a little bit ahead of me, so let me make the call. No spoilers in the chat. So we go top four. Getting ready. Looks like Truist Park's dried off a little bit after that rain. They've dried off a little bit. Some people will maybe even exited this stadium. That's not a good idea. They played it out. Here's the pitch. Abrams takes a curveball, high ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. Here is the 1-0 to Abrams from Holmes in his fourth inning. The pitch, swinging a foul off the catcher, and it's 1-1 off his chest protector. It'll be a 1-1 count. Yes, he's working hard to hate the snake. So it'll be a 1-1 here. Abrams took a nice hack at that, but fouled it off the catcher's chest protector. Ooh, that must have not felt good. Holmes working in his fourth inning of work now, sent back out there. Here's the 1-1 to Abrams. Abrams swings and misses at a curveball, and it's 1-2. Good thing, though, the Braves haven't found anything offensively either. They're 1 for 9, their first 10 hitters. Here comes the 1-2 to Abrams. Abrams swings and misses at a curveball. He's over top the curve. Strikeout number 7 for Grant Holmes. Here to start the fourth. 7 strikeouts. Wow. Well, Irvin's at 5, and Holmes now has had a third more innings work than he has. But there you go, strikeout number 7. Good thing is Irvin has something better going here. Only 10 batters faced, and has only a walk so far offensively. It's not to be Dylan Cruz. Holmes at 52 pitches now. Holmes sets. First pitch to Cruz and takes in there, called strike 1. It's the 0-1 here. Cruz hitting 176. No home runs, no RBIs with a 3.99. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider, and it's 0-2. Just got the notification. I do have a shout out to give out. Shout out to my grandmom. She hung with us through that entire rain delay. So shout out to you for hanging out through the entire rain delay, through watching the Pirates game, the Red Wings game, and now back here. Thank you so much for spending that entire delay right here on the channel. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball pretty well out to left field, and that one is gone! Watch it fly, Dylan Cruz. Dylan Cruz with a solo home run. He is back with a home run. And the Nationals get on the board first. It's 1-0. Dylan Cruz goes yard, and the Nationals have a 1-0 lead. Well, I can say now to my grandmom, Dylan Cruz just thanked you with a home run. He's giving you a personal thank you with a solo bomb that gives the Nationals a 1-0 lead. So Dylan Cruz goes to the pull side, sends one out to left, so now to be Lyle who takes outside of the fastball, ball 1. So a home run for Dylan Cruz. Here's the pitch, and Lyle swings and hits this one off his foot. It'll be a 1-1 count as he fouls that one off. Dylan Cruz got a breaking ball inside at 83 miles an hour, and he just wound up and crushed it. What's up, Ultimate Sports? Thanks for coming back. Legit, never seen the Nats win. Every time I tune in them, they lose. Well, they're winning now, 1-0 lead. Now Irvin has run support here through his first 3 innings of a gem. So now the pitch to Lyle, and he pops this one up, and that one will get out of play, and it'll be a 1-2 count. Dylan Cruz, welcome back to the Bigs. He's 1 for 2 with a bomb now. This will be a 1-2 count here. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Lyle. Now Lyle swings and grounds this one foul. We'll do 1-2 again. So Lyle hitting .271 with 7 home runs. 26 ribbies, just had a triple just now. Here comes the 1-2. Now Lyle takes outside, and that evens up the count at 2-2. Holmes now at 60 pitches. Two outs. Vivas finds himself in the hole. Here's the pitch to Lyle, and he swings and misses at a curveball in the dirt. Now that's strikeout number 8 for Grant Holmes. And the catcher, Trump, has to throw that one down to the first baseman, Olson, to complete the strikeout. But Dylan Cruz still. Run support Dylan Cruz. Everyone is doubting Cleveland and Cavs tonight. It's called Believe Land for a reason. Well, I believe that it's going to not be Cavs. I'm doubting the Cavs. I'll say that. I think they're going to lose. That is my wholehearted opinion. Here's the pitch to Nunez. Nunez takes a fastball right in there called strike 1. 188 average for Nunez. No home runs, 15 RBIs with a 503 OPS. Here comes the 0-1. Nunez takes right in there called strike 2. It's an 0-2 count. Top 4 here. The Nats finally get a run, and it's a 1-zip game. As Holmes sets, here comes the 0-2. Nunez check swing. Did he go? No, says first base umpire Hanahan, and that makes it a 1-2 count. So he didn't go on that, so that'll make it 1-2. Holmes at 64 pitches. He gave up his 4th hit, and it was a bomb here in the 4th. Here's the 1-2. A sword swing on that one. Wow, on a curveball low and in. Yassim Nunez takes a sword swing. Grant Holmes strikes out the side, but Dylan Cruz goes yard here in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. It was a bomb. No men left on base as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Nationals 1, the Braves nothing. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. The ESPN media said the Cavs are an embarrassment to the NBA. Well, they're in the playoffs, so talking about embarrassment in the NBA, think about the Wizards. But the Wizards now have first pick Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Alex Sarr, Trae Young. This team's going to be good next year. But I'm a Mavs fan, so I do not root for a team just because they're good. I'm not switching just because they're good. I'm a Mavs fan, and I will die a Mavs fan. And, of course, Nats and Commanders. Got to live and die by the 3 teams I love, but they stink. The Commanders, I think 4-13 or something. And then the Nats were 2 games under 5, though. And then Mavs 26-56. So it was either 3 or 4 wins. I don't remember how many the Commanders had. So we'll head bottom 4. It'll be Harris II, Olson, and Albies for the Braves. I'll probably end up watching that Cavaliers game. But here we go. Got some baseball right here. It'll be Harris II to lead it off. He's 0 for 1. Most people are either 0 for 1 or 0 for 0 in this game. Only 1 walk in the game is all the offense they've had. Can we see Harris II or Olson get the offense going? No, because Jake Irvin's going to shut him down. Jake Irvin's feeling it today. Unless they bring in a new pitcher. Then, meh. I don't really believe that. I don't understand that. They're in the playoffs. That's the thing. Bias aside, do you really think the Nats will win here, or do you think Atlanta's at favor? Common sense, I think, bias aside, I'll say here as Irvin goes in the line, the first pitch to Michael Harris, the second is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Grant Holmes has 9 strikeouts through 4 innings, but Jake Irvin has a 0 in a very important hit category. I'll say that. There's a 0 in the hit category, the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball to left field, coming in is Lyle, and Lyle will make the catch for out number 1. So I'm not going to say the exact words, but there's a 0 in the certain second category in the game. And I think that's important, that they haven't done that yet. The Braves can't get the offense going, and the Nationals have one, and they're winning 1-0 here. Heck, strikeouts are great and all, but you got to get other things too. So it'll be Matt Olson here. You got to get the Braves don't have. You got to get that to win games. Here's the pitch to Olson, and he takes ball high with the fastball. It's a 1-0 count. 19 balls, 31 strikes for Irvin so far, 50 pitches. So this will not take him through the entire game, if anyone thinks that. 50 pitches in the 4th inning. Wowza. So he'd probably be at 80 or 100 by the 8th inning. Irvin to the line. The 1-0 to Olsen is low, ball 2 with a changeup. It'll be a 2-0 count. He walked Olsen back in the first inning. The Cavs are 6-1 at home this playoffs, though. Well, they haven't played the Knicks at home yet, so they haven't played the Knicks at all. So it'd be 2-0 here. Irvin, 17.1 innings in his career at Truist with a 2.60 ERA. Here's the 2-0 to Olsen. Swinging a check swing over to the third baseman, Vivas, who is shifted. He goes to first in time for out number 2. So that was a ground out. Once again, they were shifted on the lefty Olsen, so he hit it into the shift where Vivas was. In the shortstop position, he was able to fire to first. I just feel like Braves are more consistent late game, especially. Well, yesterday, let's take a look at yesterday at their offense. They had a knock in the first. They had a knock in the 5th. They had a knock in the 2nd. They were getting knocks. Here's the pitch to Albies. And Albies swings and misses at a curveball in the zone, and so 1. I think the Cavs have to win at least one game in the series. Well, if they don't win tonight, it's over. If they don't win tonight, no matter how many games they win in the series, if they don't win tonight, it is over. The 0-1. And Albie swings and fouls off the curveball in the zone, and it's 0-2. If Irvin's going to do this, let him cruise. Let Irvin take over. Forget that we even had the delay. Just go to work, Jake Irvin. This will be 0-2 here. Irvin, end of the wind. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Just outside with the curveball. It's a 1-2 count. So 1-2, 2 outs. Ruiz calling something with his pitch comm here. Didn't like it. Here comes the 1-2. Swing a ground ball. Foul to be 1-2 again. So 56 pitches for Irvin now here in the 4th. Hopefully this just gets him through a few innings. All we need is a few innings out of him. We do not need anything special from Irvin. He's already doing something special, but we don't need some crazy outing from him. This outing would be great. The 1-2. Swinging a foul again off of Albie, so it'll be 1-2. Same thing with the Pistons. So it's not like we don't have experience. We have been here before. Yeah, that is true. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. Irvin in a wind. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, foul, first base side, and we'll do 1-2 again. So Albie's really up there battling. Jacks Irvin's pitch count up to 58. If they can do this combined, though, that'd be crazy. If the Nats could somehow pull this off today. We're into the 4th, but there's still the watch. You got to put the watch up on the board. The 1-2. Low and out with a sinker, and that makes the count 2-2. I don't even think Irvin realizes what he's doing right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't even know he was doing it. So it'll be 2-2 here. Here comes the 2-2. Swinging a line drive down the right field line, but it's foul, and we'll do 2-2 again. According to the NBA Central, 41% of ticket sales for tonight's game were New York or New Jersey. That's a cool fact. So we'll get a 2-2 here. 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2, the pitch. Just outside, ball 3 with a curveball. That fills up the count to 3-2. So Irvin now at 61 pitches, though. So Albies is really the only one who worked his pitch count. On deck is Dom Smith. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So it'd be 3-2 here. Irvin in the wind. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a jam shot foul, and we'll do 3-2 again. So 3-2, 2 outs. So they just have to take off the headphones for a minute. I like this look, though, with the hat and the headphones. I feel like it looks nice. Here comes the 3-2. Swinging a line drive, center field. Dylan Cruz takes a couple steps back, and he makes the catch for a line out for Ozzie Albies. So Jake Irvin's through 4, and 4 zeros have been thrown up on the board. We'll head to the 5th. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. Like number Steve McNair. Wow. Let's go. Dr. Delay and their viewers just joined. Thanks for tuning in, Dr. Delay. Thank you. If you're coming over from Dr. Delay, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Say who you think's winning in this game. Thanks for the redirect, Dr. Delay. Everyone, be sure to head over, if you were here with me, be sure to head over to Dr. Delay, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for that redirect to Doc. We had a Dr. Delay here. We had a delay, maybe 45 minutes, I think, at most, and then we brought back, and here we are calling this game. We started a little early. I think moving up the start time would have been better. We got through about an inning and a half, and then game got delayed, and we're here. We're now headed into the fifth, everybody. 1-0 lead for the Nationals as Dylan Cruz has his first bomb of the season. It'll be Vivas, Ruiz, and Wood for the Nationals in the fifth, so we'll get to see James Wood. Hope everyone is enjoying their day so far. Thanks for tuning in with me on District Nation for this game. Whoa, we have 76 viewers in right now. Let's go. Everyone, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We got 76 people in here right now. Let's go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We got Nats baseball. Maybe you're a Braves fan. You're here for the Braves, but I'm a Nats fan. But thanks for tuning in. I bring bias when I'm celebrating the wins, but when I'm giving the play-by-play, there's not really too much bias. So hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Help out the channel. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So here we go, top of the fifth. It's going to be Vivas, Ruiz, and Wood. It'll be Jorbit Vivas. He's 1-for-1. He was in that double play, though, that Garcia grounded into. So now it'll be Holmes for a fifth inning of work. Vivas swings and hits this one down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And this one is gone. Watch it fly. Jorbit Vivas. Jorbit Vivas with a solo home run. Vivas on the first pitch from Grant Holmes. It'll be a 2-0 game. The Nationals put another run on the board. And Jorbit Vivas with a home run, his first of the season. He pulled it down the line and sent it into the porch. Jorbit Vivas with a home run here in the fifth. He's 2-for-2 with a single and a bomb. Jorbit Vivas, let's go. So now it'll be Cabert Ruiz who's 1-for-1 on the day. The pitch to Ruiz. Ruiz swings and grounds this one to the first baseman, Olsen. He'll flip it up to Holmes, covering in time. And that's a 3-1 ground out for out number one. But a home run for Vivas gets the Nats on the board here in the fifth. The way Vivas reacted, I thought it was a foul ball. He was very nonchalant about it, kind of stared at it like it was foul, and then decided to run down the line. So Jorbit Vivas with a home run. And I thought if it was fair, it's gone. He had the power, though, so it'll be Wood now. Here's the pitch to Wood. Wood takes a ball low, ball one. So we got 76 people in here right now. So be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to help out the channel. Thanks for that redirect, Dr. Delay. Just graduated, plus I haven't been working a lot. That's why I haven't been doing much in the swing of things. I don't believe it. Seen that? You can't say that yet either. 2-0 lead, though, is good chances. Now Wood swings and misses at a changeup. Man, he wanted to make it 3-0 with that swing right there. Huge hack. Now we got plenty of people in here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Maybe just have it on in the background. The pitch to Wood is outside to be a 2-1 count. So this is a plenty long stream here because we've been on during the rain delay, now during the game. Always happy to help DN. Thank you, Delay, and I'll help you out in any way I can as well. The 2-1. It is in there, called strike two to be a 2-2 count. So we 2-2, 1 out. Holmes sets the pitch. Low and in, ball three, and that fills up the count to 3-2. So 3-2, 1 out. Wood has a full count now. He's been drawing a lot of walks, though. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a fly ball foul left field side. Got a good piece of that one to the foul territory. Got a good piece of it. So it'll be 3-2 again. He's first in the league in runs in the NL. Second in doubles with 14. Third in home runs with 13. First in average exit velo with 96.2. And 41 walks. He's the league leader in that. So he's been offensively good. The 3-2. Wood takes way outside and high with a changeup. James Wood will draw the walk. Looks like that changeup just slipped from Holmes. So that is a walk for Wood here in the 5th. Second walk of the day. So now to be Luis Garcia Jr. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout and grounded into a double play. Be sure everybody who joined from Dr. Lay, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help us out. Here's the pitch to Garcia, and he grounds this one foul first base side, and it'll be 0-1. Holmes had started running over there to maybe cover or even go after the ball, but it's 2-0. One thing to do, we forgot to do it. N-A-T-S, Nats, woo! So it'll be 0-1 here to Garcia, the pitch. And he takes low, and that evens up the count at 1-1. Yeah, I got to do that. I've been forgetting to do it lately. Didn't even do it for the Cruz home run. But it's a 2-0 game here. And Vivas goes yard. Didn't think Jorbit would go yard. Here's the 1-1. Garcia grounds this one foul first base side again, so it'll be 1-2. One, two, one out. Leading away from first is Wood. He has a chance to go if he wants to. He can run fast. He's just naturally fast, really. He just sometimes just runs far and fast. Here is the 1-2 coming from Holmes to Garcia, the pitch. Garcia lines this one into right field. That's a base hit in front of Acuna. Wood's going to stop at second there because he hesitated going there thinking Acuna would catch it. But Luis Garcia Jr. has a base knock here in the 5th. Louis with a base hit keeps it moving. So that'll bring up Jose Tena. Wood up to second. Louis now stands at first. Luis Garcia Jr. with his first hit of the day. So now if Nunez, Abrams, and Tena all record a hit, everyone in the order has recorded a hit. 6 of them have recorded a knock so far, and I think Tena's due. 2 strikeouts. And it is Tena, so a lot of people are Tena, because people usually say it Tena. It's Tena. It doesn't have the hyphen anywhere, the Spanish line. It is Tena. He has said it's Tena. He came in that package with Chaparro from Cleveland. That was where Tena came from. And in 2025, he immediately came up. 2024, when he was traded up, immediately called up to the bigs. That was his year. I believe that was 2024. Or maybe a bit of 5. I'll check in between innings. Here's the first pitch from Holmes to Tena. Tena swings and misses at a low pitch, and it's 0-1. Didn't get the pitch he exactly liked there, but it was low and he wanted it. He's good at hitting the low pitch usually, but that one was really low. Extremely low there. So here comes the 0-1 from Holmes to Nunez, the pitch. Called strike 2 on a breaking ball in there. So that one gets into the zone. So here we go. Holmes sets. Here comes the 0-2 to Nunez. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Strikeout number 10 for Holmes. He's reached double digits. But he's given up 2 runs. So this 10 strikeout performance is good and all, but he's given up 2 runs and 2 bombs. And we've got runners. Now we've got runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up C.J. Abrams with a chance to do some damage in front of his parents too, who are here because he's from Atlanta. Holmes sets. Pitch to Abrams. Catcher set up outside. The pitch to Abrams is low ball 1 with a changeup, and it's a 1-0 count. She just missed that time. 296 average for Abrams. It's fallen a little bit because he's doesn't have a hit yet in this game. Now Tena's been K'd up 3 times though. The pitch to Abrams takes a slider that's low, called strike 1, but Abrams is going to challenge it. That one did look low. I think he's going to be correct with this challenge. It is a 1-0 count. Before this, it was a 1-0. The pitch is a ball, so it'll be a 2-0 count. Abrams is successful with this challenge. That'll make it a 2-0 count here. Abrams steps back up to the plate. Holmes comes set at the belt. He waits. Now the 2-0 to Abrams. Abrams takes a fastball in there, called strike 1, and that'll make it a 2-1 count. So be 2-1, 2 outs. 10 strikeouts for Holmes already. Hopefully don't make it 11. That would not be good. Here comes the 2-1 to Abrams. And Abrams swings and lines this one down the right field line. It is foul into the corner. Just barely fouled to be 2-2. That was close to a base-clearing double. Down the line, and Acuna was chasing after that. I think that's base-clearing, especially with Garcia Jr. at first, who is decently fast. Not Ruiz slow, but he's not Abrams fast. So it'll be 2-2 here. So Holmes might go back to the slider here. The 2-2 to Abrams. Abrams takes something in the dirt, and that's ball 3. That was a breaking ball. So that'll fill up the count to 3-2. This will be 3-2, 2 outs. Holmes back onto the rubber. He comes set. 3-2 to Abrams. Swinging a chopper to the second baseman, Albies. Albies will flip it up to first in time for the out. So the Nationals are down after leaving 2 men on base. But the Nationals get a run on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So now we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, and the Nationals have a 2-0 lead after the Vivas home run to the porch in right field. Jorbit Vivas gets into the home run column this season. Went into May with no home runs. Thanks to everyone hanging out with us right now. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, help out the channel just a little bit. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Dom Smith, Austin Riley, and Marcio Dubon. They'll all hit for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th inning. Smith, the designated hitter, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. Irvin has 5 strikeouts in the game so far, and a certain 0 in a column somewhere on the box score. So it'd be nice for that to stay a 0 for a little while. It'd be really nice to see that column stay a 0 for a little while, because it is a good column to have 0, because it means something. I think if people have figured out that the column I'm talking about is the hit column, but not going to say the word. I know the tradition, and it's a gnat this time. And I have jinxed it so many times, a couple times on stream, a lot of times just on my own. I have jinxed it. So I'm not going to say anything this time. I'm going to make sure to stay quiet about it. But we'll head to the 5th. Irvin into the 60s with his pitch count, though. If he wants to have a chance at what he's doing right now, he's going to have to be better with the pitch count. He's going to have to be much better with the pitch count. He's going to have to work harder in that book. He's going to have to be a little more efficient. But at the same time, this bullpen, I think the bullpen can maybe hold it. There's the tiniest little chance they can hold the lead they have. I think the lead's going to be easy to hold. The other thing that's going will not be easy to hold. It'd be really nice if they could hold it, though. So now Jake Irvin into his 5th inning of work. First pitch to Dom Smith is low ball 1 with a fastball, and it's a 1-0 count with the 91-mile-an-hour fastball. So 1-0 here. Irvin back onto the rubber. Into the wind. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball, and Dom Smith helmet goes flying off. He took a huge hack and lost his helmet in the process on that 77-mile-an-hour curveball. Wow. 333 average for him, 5 home runs, 23 ribbies, but Irvin gets him swinging hard on that curveball there. He swings through it completely. Here comes the 1-1. In there, called strike 2 with a fastball, and that makes it a 1-2 count. So 1-2 no outs here, bottom 5. Now Dom Smith will take a timeout. He uses his timeout here. Irvin waiting on the mound for him. He's ready to go as soon as he steps in. They make contact at 10 seconds, their eye contact. Here comes the 1-2, the pitch. Low and in ball 2, the fastball, and that evens up the count at 2-2. So it'll be a 2-2 count now. Irvin back onto the rubber. He goes into the wind. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. This is going to be down the line and foul. First baseman Garcia not gone to, but it will be foul, so we'll do 2-2 again. Dom Smith into his 5th inning of work. Or excuse me, Jake Irvin into his 5th inning of work. Good game for him thus far. Foster Griffin had a bid for this earlier. Gave up a base hit later on in that game. Irvin will go back into the wind. Here is the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a 78-mile-an-hour curveball inside. Strikeout number 6 for Jake Irvin, and another out in a row here. So Jake Irvin is doing well now. Jake Irvin working out here into his 5th inning of work. It's now to be Irvin to face Austin Riley, who's 0 for 1 in the game. Riley hitting with 1 out. Now it's 69 pitches for Irvin. Do you just leave him out now, though? Here's the pitch. That one is a low ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. I think the watermark will go up on the MLB app in just a little bit. So it's a 1-0 count here. 1-0, 1 out. Irvin will go back into the wind. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Yes, he did, and it's called strike 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. So we 1-1, 1 out. Irvin in the wind. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball low and out. It'll be a 1-2 count. So good curveball there. Wow. This curveball's working right now. This is his complimentary pitch. You can't hit the curveball, you can't hit anything. So it is working right now. So to be a 1-2 count here. Irvin in the wind. The 1-2 is low and out with another curveball. It's 2-2. Threw that one a little harder, though, at 81, and it got a lot more movement towards the outer part of the plate. It's going to be 2-2 here with a 1 out. Working hard out here. Irvin, the 2-2, the pitch. It is called strike 3 with a sinker at 94. Strikeout number 7 for Jake Irvin. And he is cruising out here in the 5th inning. Strikeout number 7 sets down Riley easily. So now to be Dubon, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Even just 5 innings of this would be nice. Just get one more out here. Here's the pitch from Irvin. Swinging a ground ball, foul, and it'll be a 1. I don't believe my eyes. You better believe it. You heard it right here on District Nation. Irvin's something special right now. He steps back onto the rubber. Griffin was the last one to do something like this. Took it into the 6th. Into the 6th and ended. But he got the watermark up on the page. The 0-1. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Going over is Garcia into foul territory. He'll check on it, but it'll get out of play. Just execute it now. It's a long strike. So that's 0-2 now. 76 pitches for Irvin. Now we got to keep a close eye on that count. How long would they let him ride, especially on a day when there was a rain delay, when he probably threw 15, 20 extra pitches in the bullpen? Irvin, back into the wind. The 0-2. Low ball 1 with a curveball in the dirt. So it'll be a 1-2 count. But Irvin's working hard out here. 1-2, 2 outs. 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 1-2. Irvin in the wind. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Foul. And it'll be 1-2 again. Braves. Yep, I think they are. They might be angry here. So it'll be a 1-2 count again. Irvin will wait. He goes back to the wind at 4 on the pitch clock. The 1-2. Swinging a fly ball, left field, and it is foul down the left field line. That one had home run distance. A fan makes a catch out there. A fan from Montgomery County, Maryland, made that catch. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. A fan from Montgomery County, Maryland, caught that ball. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. Irvin gets his sign. Ruiz waiting for the pitch clock. Here's the 1-2. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Fielded cleanly by Nunez. He goes to first in time for the out. And Irvin's got it through 5 innings now. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left at base through 5 innings. The Nationals have a 2-0 lead. That's where I'm from. I just said it. It's what a broadcaster used to do. Mr. C told me about it. So it'll be Cruz, Lyle, and Nunez for the Nationals in the 6th inning. But now, MLB's going to throw a watermark up on the screen because there's something going on. something going here. We got something special brewing in the teapot. So here we go. The watermark is up on MLB, so you can check what I'm talking about. So we'll head to the 6th inning. Irvin, though, the pitch count is high, so that is the one problem here. The pitch count is a little high. Cruz is going to hit here in the 6th. In his last AB, he went yard. So the pitch count is 80 pitches. So how many more innings can he go? How much longer can this last? This would be a random one right here. He'll have Yastrzemski, Trump, and Acuna in the 6th inning. Acuna's the one problem. He's going to, if this continues, the one person he might have to face twice is Acuna, if he can do it for the rest of there. So Cruz has a home run in this game. He will hit here in the 6th, here in the top of the 6th inning. So what can Cruz do to help out his guy, Irvin? Irvin working on a 2-0 lead. He'll be back in the bottom of the 6th. Cruz will hit again. He's 1 for 2, strikeout and a bomb. It's nice to see Cruz back into his form, though, with a home run. Now a new pitcher's out there. It's Dodd for the Braves. First pitch to Cruz is swung on and fouled back, and it'll be 0-1. So Dodd is put into the game for the Braves. He's on the mound now. Holmes did have a double-digit strikeout game, though, so good for Holmes. Dodd set at the belt. Here comes the 0-1 to Cruz, and Cruz takes it in there, called strike 2 with a sinker, and it's an 0-2 count. So Dylan Dodd, 3 games this season with a 1.80 ERA, but once again, that's 3 games. 6 hits, 2 runs for Holmes through his 5 innings of work. He had 2 walks, they were both wood, and then 10 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2 to Cruz. Swinging a fly ball, right field. Coming in is Acuna, going out to second baseman. Acuna coming in, and Acuna makes the catch for out number 1. So Dylan Cruz is retired. He didn't even think it was fair. He hit it, stopped, and then started running when he realized it was fair. So one pitcher has double-digit strikeouts. Another has single digits. But one pitcher has something way more impressive going. So a sinker, a cutter, and a slider for Dodd. He throws a slider minimal times. But he'll be Lyle here. 1 for 2. A lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Lyle. Lyle takes a sinker right in there, called strike 1, upper part of the zone. This will be 0-1. 269 average, 7 homers, 26 ribbies for Lyle. Here comes the 0-1. Lyle takes outside, but they're going to call it strike 2. So the umpire, Culpa behind the plate crew chief, says it was called strike 2, so it'll be an 0-2 count. There's 0-2, 2 out, or 0-2, 1 out here. Dodd comes set. But now they had to go with the bullpen in the 6th inning. Here comes the 0-2, the pitch. Swinging a foul back, and we'll do 0-2 again. Just fought that one off. We'll run 0-2 again. 0-2, 1 out. Dodd gets his sign. He comes set. Here comes the 0-2. Way outside with a slider. Way low and out. And it'll be a 1-2 count. Vaughn winds in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. But that one is way out. Dodd wears number 46 out there on the mound for the Braves. The lefty. From the set, he delivers. Wow. A way and out slider again in the dirt, but this time Lyle chases and swings through it. They have to throw down to first to get him jogging over there. So that's strikeout number 1. The Nats have now struck out 11 times in this game. Yet they're winning 2-0 somehow. I think it's because of Irvin's performance here. So now it'll be Nasim Nunez sitting in the 7 hole. He's 0 for 2. Couple strikeouts on the game. First one looking. First one swinging. Yeah, Nasim Nunez is a singer. And what's up, Trish? Here's the pitch to Nunez. It's outside, ball 1. Hello, sent from at Dr. Delay. I'm subscriber number 238. Let's go. Triska13. Kriska A. Idathka 13. I'll just call you Krisk then. Kriska. Here's the 1-0. The pitch is grounded. This one is right to the shortstop, Dubon. He fires to first in time to get a running Nunez for out number 3. Inning over. The Nats go 1-2-3. So that'll end the inning. Now we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. The Nationals will have a 6th inning of work. A real Nats win. Wow, if I wasn't seeing it, I wouldn't believe it. Wow. Like number Bobby Brister. Ooh, that's a good one. But thanks for tuning in. And thanks for being subscriber number 238 from Dr. Delay. Thank you, Delay, for that redirect. We got some Nationals baseball going on over here. So to be bottom 6. Triska Ideka. All right, most just call me Trisk. I will call you Trisk then. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. Got Nationals Braves right here. Braves the best team in the NL, so I can see how this game's appealing to people. A nice, good game. District Nation CEO host, great afternoon. What's up, Charles? So we'll head bottom 6. It's going to be Yastrzemski, Tromp, and Acuna to hit for the Nationals. Or, excuse me, for the Braves. And Irvin will go out for a 6th inning of work. Can Irvin keep this going? Wondering, can the box score see what's going on here? It cannot, so might need to put up the box score then. So we'll head bottom 6. MLB Baseball Action live stream broadcast on District Nation Network. Smash some free subs and hit the like button. You play to win the game. Let's go. We're now at 238, so thank you, Trisk, for hitting that subscribe button. These are two high-powered offenses here going, and it's more of a pitcher's matchup even. 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Dodd is the first one to come out of the pen for the Braves, and Irvin should stay out here for a 6th inning. I think he should stay out. I would really like to see what he does. Your support and contributions on District Nation Network is greatly appreciated. So even if he just gets one out, Irvin took it farther than Griffin did last time. That's all I'm going to say. Because even one out does it. 5 innings of work from him, though. Is he still in, though? We'll see. So Irvin saying, Butera was saying some things to him. It looks like he isn't okay. Hopefully he's fine, but maybe Irvin's going to sit down here. Irvin's day may be over. So it looks like he came out and he is done. Jake Irvin's day is over, ladies and gentlemen. So if the Nationals want to keep this going, it's going to have to be combined. Jake Irvin's day is over. That is sad, but 5 innings. No hits given up. A walk. And 7 strikeouts. So Irvin had a good game. 1 walk, 7 Ks. No hits, no runs. Ian Vick says hi from Australia. Let's go. From Australia. Thanks for tuning in on the other side of the world. Thank you for coming, Ian Vick. That's really cool that you're in Australia. So Butera's going to have to make a move to the pen for the 6th inning of work for Irvin. He's not going to pitch here, so it's going to be a new guy. And it's Brad Lord out of the pen. It'll be Brad Lord for the 6th inning of work. How long can he keep it going? Brad Lord will come out of the pen. But thanks for tuning in from Australia. And we just gained a subscriber. Thanks to you for hitting that subscribe button. We're now at 239, getting close to the 250 mark. 15 games for Lord, 2-0 record with 4 holds, a 3.09 ERA. Can he keep it going? Let's go, Lord. Let's keep it going here. Let's at least get it combined. Because Irvin, he set us up well. Let's at least get him a win. I feel like that's all he deserves. So, Curly W, he is talking about an injury here. There is an injury. So he says he was not okay. And coming off the field in the end of 5, he said, Butera asked him if he's okay. In the 6th, looks like he was injured in some way. So that is not good. But Lord will be on the mound. And I like Brad Lord. He's a good long man. Maybe we can get a few innings out of him. Try to finish this game off maybe. Do what Alvarez did. Work 4 innings. But awesome Andrew obviously can't work for a few days. But here we have Brad Lord instead. So here we go, Brad Lord out of the pen to face Mike Yastrzemski to get this one going. I mean, this is not a bad thing. I like Lord. I like Lord out of the pen. I actually do. So he'll throw his last warm-up pitch here. What do you think of Aussie's Travis Bazzana? I like Bazzana. Honestly, he is not a Nat, but I really like Bazzana. Bazzana's just a fun guy to watch. The Australian Travis Bazzana. No good at all. Well, he's decent. I feel like he's decent. Lord's a good innings eater. Come on, Lord. Yep. I mean, 6th inning of work here. Can he do well? I think Lord can. If you want one guy in, probably best that you have Lord. So we go, 6th inning. It's going to be Brad Lord to work the 6th. See how many innings you get out of it. And I really like Bazzana. Bazzana is one of my more favorite players, out of sight of Nats players, because he's just fun to watch as a rookie. Power, speed, he puts in a lot of effort. It's cool to see him. Here we go. 6th inning we go. Mike Yastrzemski, 230 average. He's 0 for 1 on the day. How long can Lord keep this going? After Irvin's only able to work 5. Lord. Into the wind. First pitch to Yastrzemski. Low and in, ball 1, and with a sweeper, and it'll be a 1-0 count. So Lord goes to work here in the 6th. He'll have Yastrzemski, Trump, and Acuna for his first few hitters faced. He goes into the wind. Here's another 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. So you got plenty of votes in the poll. Let's go. Thanks to everyone who voted on the poll. Everyone who did that, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Help us gain up. Let's try to hit 240 today. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball down the line, but it's foul. Hit hard, so it'll be a 2-1 count. Lord's a pitch-to-contact guy. Doesn't strike out as many people. But I said that about Irvin, and Irvin struck out 7 in 5 innings. So can't assume anything of anybody. Lord now is a 2-1 count on Mike Yastrzemski. Lord. Into the wind. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's a curveball or slider that stays upstairs, and it's a 3-1 count. Apart from baseball, what are your other favorite sports? Basketball and football. Those are my 3 favorites. Football is an American football, but basketball and football. Baseball is my absolute favorite, though. Baseball is my favorite. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a fly ball. This is in on his hands, and he hits it out to shallow right. Coming in is Wood. Wood under it. Wood makes the catch for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. So it continues through 5 1/3. The Nats continue to hold it. So that's out number 1, and now to be Tromp, the catcher. 500 average now. No home runs, 2 ribbies. Oh, Lord. Yep. He's doing well. Good job to Lord. Here's the first pitch to Tromp, and that is in there. Called strike 1 with a sinker, and it's an 0-1 count. So it's 0-1 here. We got plenty of people in the chat. We got 9 likes. Let's go. Hitting some good like numbers. Here's the pitch, and that is low and out, and it'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be 1-1, 1 out. Bottom 6. We had a rain delay here, so I'm assuming the stream's going to go a lot longer. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped right up the middle. Abrams makes a play up the middle. He'll have to go to first quickly. In time for the out. Fired over to Luis Garcia Jr. Out number 2. So 2 quick outs there. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. So now 5 2/3 of it worked. Lord keeps it going. So now he'll face Acuna. Let's hope this isn't where it ends. Acuna, 250 average, 2 home runs, 11 ribbies. As said, he has less RBIs, or excuse me, at-bats in general than everybody else. He does have less RBIs, though. Lord, into the wind. First pitch to Acuna Jr. Swung on and missed on a slider that bends away from him, and it's 0-1. That one had some good movement, moved way out of the zone, and it's an 0-1 count. So to be 0-1 here. Lord. Into his wind. Here's the pitch. Way outside with a slider, and that evens up the count at 1-1. Yes, Lord. Yes. Yes, Lord. Yep. 2 quick outs. 6 good innings here from the Nats pitching. Lord in the wind. Or excuse me, he didn't go just yet. Now he's into the wind. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball in the zone, and it's 1-2. 5 2/3 of this. Let's go, everybody. Stay in your seats. Don't go anywhere. Where you're sitting, stay in your seats. So it'll be a 1-2, 2 outs, and the Nats have it going still through 5 2/3. Lord in the wind. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, says first base umpire Ballo. And we're through 6 innings of it. He went strikeout number 1 for Lord, and the Nationals have had it for 6 innings. Acuna has been K'd up 3 times, and the Nationals are working through 6 innings. 6 innings of good baseball. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. We'll head to the 7th, and it's the Nationals 2, National Braves nothing. We'll take a quick break here. We will be right back here with the top of the 7th in just a moment. We will be right back. Top 7 here. Let's go. Lord is great. Have you ever seen Australian rules football? Pitch 3 times bigger than NFL. Full contact with no pads, and game goes around 2 hours of almost non-stop high endurance action. That sounds awesome. I've heard of it because I've heard of it. I saw it in a video talking about what you should do when it's spring and there's no football on. So I've heard of it, but I've never watched it before. So, the Nationals have it into the 7th. Let's go. 2-0 lead. First pitch to Vivas, and he swings and pops this one up on the infield. Shortstop Dubon calling for it. He makes the catch for out number 1. So a fly out for Vivas, or a pop out. Sits out number 1. Dodd out for a second inning of work. I think I'll have to check it out then, Ian, so I can see what it's like. So I can see how good it is. 1 out here, top 7. It'll be Kabert to hit now with 1 out. No runners on. 265 average, 4 home runs. So now 1 out, top 7. Let's go, everybody. Thanks for tuning in with us. Here is the pitch, and Ruiz takes it in there, right in there, called strike 1. So it's an 0-1 count here with 1 out. Here in the 7th, the Nationals have something going. Here's the 0-1 to Ruiz. Ruiz swings and grounds this one foul, and it'll be 0-2. How long can the Nats keep this going, though? Lord's going to come out for a second inning of work. We'll see how he does there. Do you think he can pull it off there? It'd be cool if somehow the Nationals could pull it off. Of all the teams to pull it off to. So here we go. Dodd sets. The pitch to Ruiz. Outside ball 1, so I just got the notification. Pure Adrenaline Sports and their viewers just joined. What is up, Pure Adrenaline Sports, Adrenaline Junkies? Thanks for joining, everybody. Welcome to the PS family joining us today for the live stream broadcast. Thank you to the PAS people coming in. Let's go. The 1-2. Up high, ball 2, and that evens up the count at 2-2. So Dodd can't hit his spot there. Thanks to PAS for that redirect. Thank you so much. Smash some free subs and hit the like button. A real-life Nats W. Yep, it could happen. Here's the 2-2. Up high, ball 3, and the count is full. Thanks to PAS for that redirect. Thanks for bringing your crowd over here. Thanks, Mr. John Cios, for the redirect. Yes, thank you, PAS, for that redirect. Coming set is Dodd. Here comes the 3-2. Ruiz, cold, strike 3. Dodd paints his spot with a cutter. Strikeout number 2 for Dodd, and Ruiz is down looking. So that's strikeout number 2 for Dodd. He just dots him up. He dods him up. No one gets it. He dod him up. So now, 2 outs after that strikeout, and that'll bring up James Wood. Hasn't done much today, and that is outside ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. I know if PAS is here, he also has James Wood in one of his fantasy leagues. I think he has in the Fitzy league, so he knows how I feel about all these strikeouts. But Wood also drawn 2 walks. Here's the 1-0. And Wood swings and lines this one down the right field line for a base hit. Acuna fields it, and James Wood has a hit here in the top of the 7th inning. James Wood with a nice knock to right field. Just pulls that one down the line from Dodd. Just roped a fastball inside and took it and pulled it that time. He didn't even hit it opposite field. He pulled it. So that's a base knock with 2 outs. Wood keeps the inning going. PS Network is a networking channel with District Nation Network channel. Yes, PAS Network. If you check me out, be sure to check out PAS as well, Peer Run Sports. The pitch to Garcia, and he grounds this one right to the first baseman, Olsen, and he takes it himself, 3 unassisted for out number 3, inning over. So a hit and a man left on base. We will stretch from Truist Park. 7th inning stretch. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Nationals 2, Braves nothing. So bottom of the 7th. Can they do it for another inning? 9 more outs. 9 outs. Harris is second, Olsen and Albies. This is the challenge right here. This 7th inning will be a challenge. Can they get through this? I think they can do it. I think Brad Lord can do it. If he maybe give Lord an inning and then give Lovelady an inning and then let Varlin close it out. I think it's realistic here, everybody. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check MLB, check ESPN, and look at the box score because I don't want to say it for now. That is all I'll say. Check the box score. We have got something good going here. I think it's special. I think good thing everyone's been coming through here. We've got a lot of views. I want people to know that this game is special here. This is happening today. This is live. This is today. So we're bottom 7 here, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help out the channel. We got plenty of people in the chat. Let's go. Bottom 7, here we go. This is going to be the tough inning, though. Harris is second, Olsen and Albies. Into the 7th inning. There was a walk drawn. I mean, by that point, you should probably intentionally walk one of them. It doesn't change it, but maybe Olsen, you intentionally walk him. Bring up Albies instead. I feel like that would be better. So here we go. Bottom 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You're in for a good game here. We've gained a couple subscribers tonight. Let's hit one more. Let's just get one more subscriber if we can. One more sub. I feel like we can do it. So here we go. Bottom 7. Box score looks nice right now. Lord will now face Michael Harris II. Lord in the line. First pitch to Michael Harris II. It is inside ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. But it's impressive that through 6 innings, there is a box score that still has a 0 in it for the Braves. Into the 7th, after Irvin goes down from injury, so it'll be a 1-0 count here. But can Lord take it away? Here's the 1-0 pitch. Harris swings and pops it up, but it's foul, so it'll be 1-1. But it's crazy that we're into the 7th inning now, and the Braves still don't have one yet. That's just interesting to me. And 5 innings from Irvin. Looks like that play, he kind of hurt his leg a little bit when he tried to reach out to make a play in the field. Congratulations, your commentary is great. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vic. Ian Vic, thanks for saying that. 241. Let's go. The pitch is swung on and fouled third base side, and it'll be 1-2 now. Braves are going to be out for blood tomorrow, yeah, or today even, or today. So it'll be a 1-2 count here. I'm going to get excited with every out now. This is going to be insane if we could pull this off. Lord will now go into the wind. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive into center field for a base hit. Michael Harris II with a hit. And there goes the no-hitter. We had it into the 7th inning, and Brad Lord gives up a base hit to center. Abrams almost made a spectacular play. And there you go. A base hit for Michael Harris the second. Abrams almost got to it. He leaped up to try to make the catch. He could not do it, and that's a base hit for Michael Harris the second. Now to be Olsen. Still, 0 runs given up. The pitch to Olsen, and he takes outside with a fastball 1-0. You got to stay locked in, though. Yeah, Nats take this. Braves just aren't awake today. I think we can't say that yet because the Braves can come alive late in the game, and the Nats can come alive late in the game, too. So you never know. You never know. Let's go. We hit 240 subscribers. Thank you so much. Here's the 1-0 to Olsen, and he takes it in there, called strike one. We just hit 240. Let's go. We gained 1 right when I really wanted to. Now let's try to hit 250 by maybe next week. That'd be cool if we could hit it. Thanks for subscribing, Mark C. Thank you, Mark C, for hitting that subscribe button. You helped out the channel a lot. The 1-1. Swinging a foul, and we'll do 1-2 now. So 1-2, no outs here. 1 hit given up. Even just 1 hit. Even a 1-hitter is still great. I feel like that's still impressive. Here's the 1-2. So in a ground ball, Vivas fields it. Goes to Abrams at second. Out there for a fielder's choice. So Vivas kind of stumbled as he fielded that. They want a challenge here. Harris the second staying out there. Weiss holding there. And they want a challenge here with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th. So this would be a fielder's choice here. So Vivas made the play. They were in the shift again. Vivas kind of stumbled though as he got it. And lost the ball for a second. So he had to flip it up at the last second. He stumbled, lost the ball for a second, and then flipped it up. I think he might be safe, though, looking at this replay. Vivas stumbled with it and then flipped it up. Ooh, this is a close one, but we don't really have a good angle, though. There's not really a great angle on this. It'll probably be call stands because there isn't a good angle. Ooh, this looks really close here. So it's a really close play here. What could it be? Butera's pointing to things out in the dugout. He's pointing to things out there. So they overturned it. So he's safe. So the call's overturned. They retain their challenge. Butera is holding the game now. What is he challenging? What can he challenge? So they want to challenge something here. What is Butera doing? What can Butera even realistically challenge? So what can he challenge here? Butera wants to challenge something here. I don't know what you could challenge after the play. Is he challenging his challenge? I think he's challenging his challenge, like saying he can't challenge at that point. I think that's what Butera is trying to come off with because he has done that before. So now something's on. Butera's saying some words. Now they're going to group up. I think the umpires are going to group up here. Butera's staying on field. Now they're going to all group up and talk about this. 241, let's go. We just gained another sub. Thanks to those new subscribers. Nunez talking to Michael Harris a second a little bit. Either way, this is already a decent game. So it would be reached on an air or it could be a fielder's choice. So I don't know which one it's going to be, though. I don't know what Butera wants to challenge here. This is a close game, though. Is he trying to challenge obstruction? Oh, he's trying to challenge obstruction. Because he's trying to challenge that he obstructed. He's trying to say that Michael Harris II got in the way. So that is what he's trying to challenge here. After he's called safe. Butera doesn't like the call, though. He's talking to the umpire. So, talking to the umpire here. Butera still discussing it. He's staying calm, though. You kind of have to explode at some point. At some point, you got to get angry. Because that'll make your point come across stronger. So he's challenging. He's trying to figure out how he challenged it, I think. Butera's going to go back, so it's going to be reached on air. This is bad umpiring here. This is crappy umpiring. Come on, man. You can't do that. This is really bad umpiring. It was clearly obstruction because they challenged the other play. He doesn't get either call. So now there's runners on first and second after the error on an E5. So runners on first and second after the hit, and then they're reached on air. Lord sets the pitch to Albies now, the pitch. So I'm going to fly ball. This is on the infield. Infield fly is called, and Vivas will make the catch for out number 1. So infield fly makes it a 1 out. So now that there has been a hit given up, at least one, now you can think in the 8th inning, bring in Lovelady or Varland. Hopefully it's Lovelady for the 8th, and then Varland for the 9th. And 242 subscribers just gained another one. Thank you for that new subscriber. So it'll be Dom Smith now with runners on first and second with 1 out. He's hitting .330. Average has fallen today. He's 0 for 2. Started more in the late 330s. Lord gets back onto the rubber. He comes set. The pitch to Dom Smith out of the stretch here. The pitch is low and out with a sweeper, and it's a 1-0 count. At 242, let's go. Have been watching more baseball since they sped up the game a bit with the pitch time restrictions, but still find it a bit slow compared to our sports here. Well, I know they have an Australian baseball league December to February. I know that they have that, or at least November. The 1-0. So I'm going to fly ball. The left field side, Lyle ranging over, and Lyle ranging back will make the catch for out number 2. Harris headed for third. The throw is not in time. He advances up to third. Sets out number 2. Only Harris the second advances on the play. Olsen stays over at first. So 2 outs and runners on the corners for Austin Riley. Be really nice so they can somehow get out of this too. So it's going to be Austin Riley. He's 0 for 2, fly out, and a strikeout. Can the Nats manage to get out of this? Lord steps back up onto the mound. He's not onto the rubber just yet. Now he steps back on as Austin Riley steps up to the plate. Lord checking his signs. He comes set. He waits. Now the pitch. Right in there, called strike 1 with a sinker, and it's an 0-1 count. So immediately in there with the sink, it'll be 0-1. 218 average for Riley, 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. So it's becoming nighttime now, I'm just realizing. This is one of the more later games now. 6:45, and we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. This was an afternoon game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball at 96 up in the zone, and it's an 0-2 count. So Lord has him on 0-2. So we 0-2, 2 outs. Lord comes set. Could see the runner at first go moving here to avoid. That'll play the pitch. High ball 1. Olsen does not go. Thought maybe he would steal just to avoid the wild pitch of some sort. 1-2, 2 outs. Waiting, Lord steps back onto the rubber. He's got his sign. He comes set at the belt. One foot in front of the other. He steps off now, so he takes a disengagement. He has 1 left. I'm wondering if there's 2 runners on base, how does that work with a pitch moving up the bag? Because there's runners at first and second. I'm assuming they both get a bag. But if it's to the runner at second only, does the guy at first get the bag? Here's the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball, right field, ranging over as Wood, now into foul ground, and it gets out of play. We'll do 1-2 again. So 1-2, 2 outs. Told you not to have this. Well, hopefully they do. Hopefully you are right, my man. Hopefully you are right. Common sense. I would really like that. So it'll be 2-2 here. Atlanta's at sleep. They'll be back tomorrow. Maybe they are. I did hear that they got back so late yesterday for Friday night's game. They had to skip BP. So that's how late they were. Well, we don't know if it's a win yet. I can't tell if it's a win yet. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball. Strikeout number 2 for Brad Lord, and we're through 7 in Atlanta. The Nats still have a 2-0 lead. So the no-hitter's broken up, 1 hit, an error, and 2 men left on base. So we'll head to the 8th inning, and it's still the Nationals 2, the Braves nothing. We don't know that yet, Mr. Common Sense. We don't know that they have won just yet. I would like them to win. They haven't won it just yet. So we'll head to the 8th. Thanks to everyone who's already tuned in here. So it'll be the 8th. It'll be Tena, Abrams, and Cruz for the 8th inning. So you got some later games in the MLB as well. I think the later games, such as like the Dodgers game, is going to start in a little bit. I know they're on national TV. I'd like to find you a stream for baseball tonight, so I don't have to really send you to basketball later tonight, because I know a lot of people here are baseball fans. So it looks like Red Sox and Twins are going, but they're about to end. So the Twins have a lead over them. We got Cardinals and Reds at 7:15, Dodgers and Brewers at 7:15. At 9:40, Athletics, Padres, Rangers, Angels at 10:05, and Rockies, D-backs at 10:10. So we might end up going to a basketball stream tonight if there's no baseball. If Guardians, Phillies get underway, then I could send you over there. If JJ, I don't think JJ's on the mic though. So this is really confusing. I have no idea where we're going to go tonight after this game. So stay right here for now. There's really no one on right now. Stay right here on District Nation for some baseball live stream, play-by-play. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. However you'd like to enjoy this. Maybe you're watching the game. Maybe I am your only source of the game tonight. So we're headed to the 8th. It's going to be Tena, Abrams, and Cruz for the Nationals in the 8th. So here we go. The pitch to Tena. Tena's going to lay down a bunt. He tried to drag bunt that one, but missed it, and it's 0-1. He was getting out of the box immediately, but missed the bunt, and it's immediately 0-1. 235 average for Tena, 3 home runs, 13 ribbies. Coming set is Dodd for his 3rd inning of work. Here's the pitch, and that is swung on and missed on a cutter, and it's 0-2. When did the rain stop? It was 5:15. Around 5:05, 5:10, they stopped the rain, and 5:15 is when the game started up again. 5:15 is when they got the game underway again. So we've been underway. The pitch to Tena is low with a slider, ball 1. That'll make it a 1-2 count. Yes, Lord. Yep, he gave up a hit, but that's it. He gave up 1 hit. Still, 1 hitter through 7. That's pretty good. So hopefully we'll get a different pitcher for the 8th then. Then you can have Lovelady and Varland for the 8th and 9th. Here comes the 1-2. Low, ball 2 with a cutter, and that evens up the count. So it's 2-2 now. Tena's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Hopefully it'd be really nice if he didn't strike out here, because then he's 0 for 4 with 4 Ks, which is never fun. The 2-2. He grounds this one to the second baseman, Albies, fields it cleanly, goes to first in time to get a jogging Tena. Sets out number 1. So now it'll bring up C.J. Abrams. C.J., he's 0 for 3 as well. I love thee, Lord. Yep, you got to do the play on words somehow. How did Irvin do? 5 innings, no hits, no runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. Great outing for him. The pitch to Abrams. Abrams takes a sinker outside, called strike 1, so that clips the zone. Should be no 1 count. Coming set is Dodd. Here comes the 0-1. And Abrams takes outside with a sinker, and it'll be a 1-1 count. 1-1, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Abrams family is at the game. Got the Abrams. Here comes the one. He's got to impress them, though. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Abrams. Abrams swings and misses at a sinker inside. It'll be a 1-2 count. I'd like to send you guys to a broadcast that's featuring baseball. But Saturday night main event in an hour. Good. He's getting back on track. Yep. He is getting very on track. Here's the 1-2. Abrams swings and misses at a cutter, low and out. Strikeout number 3 for Dodd. He gets him swinging there. It's now a 2-0 game where they're losing. Would this be a situation where they bring in Iglesias now that they're losing? And what would that main event be? I'm just wondering here, what would your main event be? Is yours the 8 p.m. basketball game? Is yours the Cavs? Because my main event after this is going to be probably going and watching the Dodgers game. Don't know that because they're probably one of the better teams in the league. First pitch to Dylan Cruz from Dodd, and this one is swung on and hit deep to left field again, but this time coming into the left fielder, Yastrzemski, and he'll make the catch. Cruz got a good piece of that one, but he flies out in the end, and that's out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Dodd worked efficiently. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Led to the bottom of the 8th. The Nationals still have a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Dubon, Yastrzemski, and Trump for the Braves. Yeah, the president of the USA is hitting 9th for the Braves tonight. In the 9th, it'll be Lyle, Nunez, and Vivas for the Nats, though. But you got to focus on bottom 8 here. It's Dubon, Yastrzemski, and Trump. So here we go. We'll head bottom 8, the Nationals. Let's see if they've made a pitching change yet. I'm assuming they have. I'm just assuming here that they've put in someone new. Looks like they're going to stick with Lord for now. Lord's going to head out for a 3rd inning of work. By this point, go Lord. If you're going to do it, do it. Let's do it. If you're going to do it, Lord, do it because he's doing well. Just a reminder, we will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same game at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In all my 21 years on this earth, I never thought I'd see the Nats win. Wow. Yep, the world is full of surprises. Well, if you were around for 2019, you saw them win. And you obviously were watching during that if you were a Nats fan for that long. I've been a Nats fan since roughly 13. 2013 is probably when I at least remember being a fan of them. So to be bottom of the 8th inning. Dubon, Yastrzemski, and Trump for the Braves. Here's the first pitch to Dubon, and it's way inside. Ball 1 took Dubon out of the box with that one. So it'll be a 1-0 count. Lord. Into the wind. Here comes the 1-0. Called. Strike 1 with a fastball, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1-1, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Lord will go back into the wind. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Called. Strike 2 with a fastball. Nope, I've only watched about 15 Nats games. They've lost every single one. Wow. That is interesting. See, I haven't been watching too long because there's times when they wouldn't. There are times when I thought they'd never lose. Here comes the 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, says first base umpire Bio on the appeal. That one was low and out with a sweeper. Almost got him to chase. And he did. He just took it back just in time. So that evens up the count at 2-2. Lord will go back into the wind here. The 2-2. Swinging a chopper foul, and we'll do 2-2 again. So be 2-2, no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. So Lord, working here, has a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. So in a ground ball, this is going to be at Nunez. He makes the play. Fires to first in time to get a jogging Dubon for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So the Nats doing well here. I'm a Yankees fan first. Nats are my home team, though. Oh, why? That's the thing with me is that's me with basketball. I'm a Mavs fan first, but then Wizards I will watch because they're on TV locally. So when I turn on cable, they're there. But here, it's just Nats are Nats, and I've been such a big fan of them for so long, couldn't switch. Lord. Shaking off a couple times. Now he goes into the wind. First pitch to Yastrzemski is low and in, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Yastrzemski's 0 for 2 on the day. He was a part of the stretch where Irvin retired so many in a row through his first 5 innings. Lord had a good stretch there, the pitch. And the slider's in there, called strike 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Lord's working hard here. Lord's doing well. Brad Lord's doing very well here. I mean, after that just momentum comes from Irvin. It just feeds into the other pitchers. Here's the 1-1. Yes, on a sweeper low and inside. Yastrzemski swings at it. A terrible swing on a good pitch low and in, and that'll make it 1-2. Wow, good pitch there. So be 1-2. So be 1-2, 1 out. Lord. We'll go into the wind. Here's the 1-2. Low and in ball 2. Did that get him? Did that get Yastrzemski? Did it get him? I think he got hit by that pitch. It was way inside, and it was able to nail Yastrzemski, so he's on first with a hit by pitch. So that'll bring up Tromp with a runner on first. Runner on first with 1 out. So they're just going to leave in Lord during this, see how he does with the adversity. See how he does. Let's go, Lord. I know we can get out of this. So 1 out. Looks like there's a play under review here. We'll see which way it runs, though. So we're looking at the pitch here. Ooh, maybe it got Ruiz's glove first. Do we have a better look here? Maybe it got Ruiz's glove. I think it may have gotten Ruiz's glove first, which would then mean it isn't a hit by pitch. So we're looking at the replay here. There isn't really a zoomed in look at his exact foot. So I think this call may being call stands. Oh, here we go. Here's a better look here. So it was... Ooh, it might have nailed him. But maybe it hit the dirt first. So it would have taken a different bounce where Ruiz couldn't pick it. But he was able to easily kind of pick it there. So the call is going to stand here. So the runner will stay at first. So the play... Oh, they confirmed it. Okay. So they confirmed the call. I thought I read his lips to say stands, but it's confirmed. So 1 out and a runner on first after that hit by pitch. So it's going to be Chadwick Tromp now, or Tromp. 444 average, no home runs, 2 ribbies. Leading away from first is Yastrzemski. He's got a good lead. Lord sets. The pitch to Tromp. The pitch is right in there, called strike 1 with a sweeper, and it's 0-1. So be 0-1, 1 out. Pierre Jordan Sports says, just emailed you again. Let me know. I will. Okay. I will check it when I get the chance. PAS, thank you. And remember, guys, subscribe to Pierre Jordan Sports. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a looper out to second, and Nunez is able to make the catch on the little looping line drive. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs here, bottom 8. So now that'll bring up Ronald Acuna Jr. with a runner on first and 2 outs. Wonder how Acuna and Lord deal with these respective situations. So now 2 outs. Lord sets. First pitch, and that is outside, ball 1. This will be a 1-0 count. So 1-0, 2 outs. Bottom 8 here. So 1-0, 2 outs. Acuna Jr., he's 0 for 3. 3 Ks. I love seeing that with Acuna. 3 strikeouts. Plain and clean. Ronald Acuna has struck out 3 times in this game, but that also means he's due. So, Lord, get him out. The 1-0. Swinging a looping fly ball foul right field side, and we'll do a 1-1 now. So to be a 1-1 here. The pitch from Lord to Acuna. Cold strike 2 with the fastball. Just gets it on the outside corner. So it's a 1-2 count now with 2 outs. Stand up wherever you are, Nats fans. Maybe Acuna will strike out 4 times here. Anything to get him out. Lord gets his sign. He comes set. The 1-2. Swinging a looping fly ball foul right field side. We'll do 1-2 again. Come on, Lord. Yes, Curly W Express. Come on, Lord. So here we go. It'll be a 1-2, 2 outs. The pitch. Swinging a foul off of Acuna's foot, so it'll be 1-2. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. 1-2, 2 outs. All we've seen so far is the sweeper, the slider, the fastball, the sweeper, and then back to the fastball. I bet he goes fastball up right here. Fastball up, because he went fastball low and in just now at 95. Go upstairs. Just go upstairs. Take him out. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. Lord, come set. The 1-2. Just outside, and that evens up the count at 2-2. So 2-2, 2 outs. Lord steps back onto the rubber. Lord comes set. The 2-2. Check swing. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Brad Lord sets down Ronald Acuna Jr. For the 4th time in the game, Ronald Acuna Jr. has been struck out. And Lord slaps his glove, gives himself a nice little pump. And there you go. 3 strikeouts for Brad Lord in the game. And Acuna has been K'd up 4 times in this game. No hits in the inning, a hit by pitch, and a man left on. We will head to the 9th, and it's still the Nationals 2, the Braves nothing. Praise the Lord. That is a good one. Praise the Lord. Brad Lord. What an outing. 3 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and an error behind him is the only really reason he had more than one man. Golden sombrero. Yep. What an outing for Brad Lord. 3 innings. And now the 9th is set up for Gus Varland. Gus Varland is the 9th all set up. And Varland is a guy I picked up. And they're showing the Whoop band on the Nats vintage or viral video. They show different items, and they showed the Whoop band just now. Yep, there you go. Praise the Lord with that one. Praise Brad Lord. Big Lord gets through it. 3 innings. So into the 9th, it's going to be Lyle Nunez and Vivas for the Nationals in the 9th. Now the 9th inning is all set up for a closer to come in and do his thing. Make me want to go to church tomorrow. Yeah. Or make me want to watch the Nats game tomorrow and let Brad Lord pitch again. 3 innings. That's the thing. If you are new to the Nats or you're not a Nats fan, our bullpen is interesting because outside of the bullpen, we stink. When we have inside the bullpen is terrible because it's Varland, Rabalta, these guys that you've never heard of. And then we got 3 converted starters in Brad Lord, awesome Andrew Alvarez, and Mitchell Parker. 3 random guys who will randomly just spit out 3 innings out of the bullpen. But then they can't pitch for another 3 days. So you have to scatter them. So it'll be Dalen Lau here to face the new pitcher, Kinley. Here's the pitch to Kinley, and Lau takes ball 1. So Kinley's here in the 9th. So Cunha down swinging, or down striking out, at least for the 4th time. He didn't like the call. Umpire says something to him. Acuna. He didn't like the call. He's the right fielder in today's game, but he struck out 4 times in this game. Kinley sets. He's the new pitcher in the game. 100%. Let's go. Here's the pitch to Lyle. Lyle swings and fouls it off, and it'll be 1-1. Kinley in here for the 9th. So technically, 3 innings worked by Dodd. Still 3 good innings worked by Dodd. He worked the 6th, 7th, and 8th. He had 3 strikeouts. He didn't hand down any free passes. Here comes the 1-1 to Lyle. Lyle takes a slider in there, called strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. So 1 hit given up by him. So 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 3 Ks. So a good outing by Dodd overall. Here comes the 1-2 to Lyle. Swing and a miss at a slider low in the zone, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Lyle and the 1st strikeout of the night for Kinley. It is night now. It's 7:07 and we're still playing. This game started technically at 4:10. So a fully 3-hour game. And this was technically a quicker game too. This is actually a quick game when you think about it because we got delayed for 30 minutes. We started at 4:10, played about an inning and a half, so it took us an hour to play the first 2 innings technically, and we still end up at 7:07 finishing. Pitch to Nunez, right in there, called strike 1 with a fastball. Someone's got to take a ball or something. We cannot let this happen. So we an 0-1 here. The pitch to Nunez. Low ball 1 with a slider, and that evens up the count at 1-1. So 243 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing, Patsy. Thanks to that new subscriber, Patsy. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for hanging out with us and helping us hit 243. Let's go. Here's the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Nunez, the pitch. Swinging a foul off, and we'll do 1-2 now. So that was a ball there earlier, so it's a 1-2 now. 1-2 went out here in the top of the 9th inning. We need to get at least 2 runs to secure the game. I think if it's Varland, I feel like 2 he does well with. I feel like Varland 2 runs should do it. 2-0 lead. I think we should be good. I think 2 should be good for now. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. So we're not going to get them early now. 2 strikeouts in a row for Kinley. So lucky we didn't have to face Iglesias, but this is probably what Iglesias would have done to us. So now to be Vivas. Multi-hit game for him. 2 for 3. A home run on the day. Single and a bomb. Let's go Vivas. Where's number 84? Where's a tight end number as a third baseman? Here's the first pitch to Vivas. And Vivas takes a curveball, low ball 1. So it's Lovelady in the pen who's going to come on for the 9th. It'll be Richard Lovelady. So it looks like, and Gus Varland's warming up now. So we got 2 guys up in the pen. So we got 2 guys warming up. Varland was just starting to throw off the mound, though. So Thomas Fitzpatrick and their viewers just joined. Thank you, Fitzy, for that redirect. The 1-0 is high ball 2 with a slider, and it's a 2-0 count. Thank you, Fitzy, for that redirect. Thank you to all 3 creators who have redirected to me tonight. Delay, PAS, and Fitzy all redirected to me. Thank you so much to all 3 of you. This will be a 2-0 here. Here's the pitch. And this one is hit high to right field, going back Acuna to the track. He makes the catch on the track for out number 3. Inning over. So a 1-2-3 inning works by Kinley. Vivas almost took that one out for a second homer of the day, but does not. So we will head to the 9th. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Yes, snap those tomahawks. Let's go. Let's go, CH. How you doing? And he says, I'm back. Chom says, I'm back. Up yours, bravos. Let's go. Yep, into the 9th. The Nationals have a 2-0 lead. They have a chance to put it away here, and we'll see who Blake Bouter returns to face Harris II, Olsen, and Obbies. Who will he have entrust to try to put this one away? Tomahawks make great firewood. Yep. Good opinion. So here we go. Bottom of the 9th is going to be Michael Harris II, Matt Olson, and Ozzy Albies. Who will face him? We'll get the name in just a second here as we head to the bottom of the 9th. The Nationals are winning 2-0. Here we go. Charge! There we go, everybody. If you're a Nats fan, if you're any fan who isn't a Braves fan, get ready, because the Washington Nationals are going to try to put this away. Looks like the Nationals starting pitching showed up. Oh, yes, they did. Jake Irvin, 5 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. They showed up for sure. Hey, CH, after this, you can watch my shorts if you want to. Let's go Walgreens and charge. Yep. Sure, Chomsky after the Dodgers game, I will. I'm probably going to end up watching the Dodgers game. Not streaming it, but I'm probably going to end up watching it just for my own enjoyment. Tomorrow, I got to get ready. More streams tomorrow. Yay. Yep. Let's go. Let's go Nats. And it's going to be Lovelady on for the 9th. Richard Lovelady is going to come on for the save right here. Lovelady is going to come on for the 9th. The lefty slugger, or not slugger, he is the slugger holder. Only 1 hit by Lord. No runs. And a free pass handed out, but it was not a walk. It was a hit by pitch. And 3 strikeouts for him. So here we go. It's going to be Lovelady first to face Michael Harris II. Good match against the Brew Crew tonight, District. Ooh, that's good. That is very good. Because here we go. Let's go Nats. Let's go Nats. Let's go Nats. Dodgers Brewers going to get underway soon. I'll probably try to find a stream for that to redirect you. First pitch from Lovelady is inside, ball 1. To Michael Harris II. It's a lefty-lefty match just to get us started. The good thing is we technically have 2 average closers. Here's the 1-0. In there, called strike 1, and that evens up the count at 1-1. This will be 1-1. Lovelady last night at the Braves, an inning, 1 hit, no runs. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul down the first base line. It'll be 1-2. This will be 1-2. You guys talking back and forth. That's good. Thanks for hanging out here, guys. Be sure to tell everybody about the channel. Help us try to hit 250. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at a sweeper away. There you go. Sweeper away from the hitter Harris. And he got him to swing at it. Strikeout number 1. What a pitch. And out number 1. Lovelady lets out a little celebration there. 1 out here in the 9th. Bottom of the 9th inning. Now to be Matt Olson, the pitch. Olson swings and misses at a sinker high and inside, and it's 0-1. 0-1, 1 out. Come on, good start. Go after these guys. Yep, 3 good hitters here. Got to go after them, though. Let's do 1 out. 2 more outs. Yep, and Lovelady's on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the first baseman's going to take it himself. He goes to the bag in time. Garcia takes it himself. Went to the bag. What does the average cost to go to an MLB game? I know NBA and NFL is ridiculous. I mean, sections, some are crazy. 2 outs now, but some sections crazy prices. For me, I prefer this section, the 300 section, 3 rows above. I love that section, and it's not too expensive. So they do happen. Lovely to pitch to Albies. It is in there. Called strike 1, and it's 0-1. Love the ladies. Love lady. 1 more. Yep. It'll be 1-0. It'll be 0-1 now. 2 outs. Lovelady sets the pitch. Outside with a sweeper, and that makes it 1-1. Last MLB game I went to was $200 for a ticket. Wow, that's crazy. No, I don't think so. We got Griffin on the mound. The 1-1. Swinging a foul ball down the right field line, and it's 1-2 now. 1-2, 2 outs. Charge! Now the Nats are 1 strike away. The 1-2. Swinging a foul back, and we'll do 1-2 again. And bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Albies up to the plate. Lovelady trying to narrow down a save. He's been the lefty closer, though. The good thing is the Nats have 2. You get lefties and righties. Standing. Let's go. Yes, charge. 1-2, 2 outs. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive to the third baseman, Vivas. Fielded on the ground. Goes to first. In time for the out. And Lovelady lets out a yell. The Nationals take this one 2-0. The Nationals get the win and the shutout and the 1-hitter. The Nationals give up 1 hit. And the Nationals get 7. They get 2 runs. And the Nationals get a win. Yes, the Nationals finally get one in the books for a win. And this series is tied at 1. 1-1 in the series. The finale will be played tomorrow, and it will be a rubber match. The Nationals get a win. Wow. The Nats finally get into the win column. Yes, sir. Yes. We finally find our way into the win column. The Nationals hadn't won since Tuesday. They had not taken a win since last Wednesday, actually. Last Wednesday was the last time they won. Awesome. Let's go. So, the Nationals hadn't gotten a win in a little while, and they get a win today. They win 2-0, courtesy of a Jorbit Vivas home run and a Dylan Cruz home run. 2 guys who are not a likely source for power. and they managed to get the win. The Nationals found power from guys who don't give power, and they made a powerful team not be a powerful team. The Braves get one hit, and the hit came from Michael Harris II. Feels good, yes. Chew on them Braves. Yes, 2-0 win for the Nationals. They get a win here, and the series is tied, and Richard Lovelady continues to show as a closer that he's good. He nails down a lot of saves, and the Nationals just barely manage a win and a one-hitter. If Abrams catches that line drive, we have a no-hitter. That's kind of crazy. Our second one-hitter in the past few years. The Nationals, not known for their pitching right now, throw a one-hitter, no runs, and it's a 2-0 win. The Nationals get the win. Dylan Cruz with a bomb. Jorbit Vivas with a bomb. Jake Irvin, 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, standout. Lord, 3 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. What a game. Lovelady narrows it down at the end. Good job to the Nationals today. What a win. Everything came together today. There were zeros in columns that needed zeros, and there were good numbers in columns that needed good numbers. You get 7 hits. And I said in the beginning of the game, if you wanted to get to a pitcher, it would be Clay Holmes. And they got to Clay Holmes. They got just enough to get the win with 2 home runs from Jorbit Vivas. First home run of the season, first Curly W home run, and then you got Dylan Cruz, first home run back up in the big leagues. What a combo. CH, they beat the Tomahawks. Time to go to Walgreens, get us all some celebratory Bluebell ice cream. Let's go. All right, the Nationals finally get a win over the past few days. They hadn't won since Wednesday, and they finally get another win. They lost on Thursday in that finale. They lose on Friday, but they win today, and that's all we're going to talk about. The Nationals get the win in Atlanta, and they'll play the rubber match tomorrow. What a game. So let's get you guys ready. I'm going to redirect you over somewhere. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to send you over to... where are we going to go? Let's go tonight. Who are we supporting? There's no one live, so... head over to NBA at 8 p.m. I will send you that. How about that? Here we go. NBA action. I can find you someone who's calling the game. Here we go. So this guy is on at 7:45, so you just got to wait a little time. But this is the guy. This is Football Nation, really big creator. He's covering the basketball game tonight. Be sure to check that out. Saturday night main event next. So there you go. There's your redirect link. The Nationals take a win in Atlanta. We'll have the rubber match tomorrow. Come back for the rubber match tomorrow, 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come back. I will be live for the Nationals game, and I'll update you tonight on some other things that I'll be taking part in. Thank you so much to everyone, and thank you especially to my grandma for sitting through that entire rain delay with me. I called minor league, and she was still here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and hanging with me that entire time. So I will see everyone tomorrow, 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, first pitch, same time as this game. We will be back for more Washington Nationals baseball action. Check out that other channel. He's got you with more play-by-play. 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Washington Nationals.